invite friends and lovers once again to Five-Sided Die. We are so very happy to be at this table playing an entire session together. We had to break things up, as you well know, because of course you're caught up on YouTube and the likes. And but yes, we're back in. We're ready to go. We've got some announcements coming straight from the lips of our very own Kevin Swaitner.
Now it's weird. No.
Lips of an Angel.
Hi everybody. We're gonna sing. For how many seconds can we sing "Lips of an Angel" for? So we have to choose which 15 seconds.
Sounds so sweet. Lips of an angel.
Make me weep.
I don't know.
I think that's as far as you can.
Alright, we're sued. We got shut down.
Song to reference.
We got sued by Rock 104.
Hate it.
That's a local joke.
98.9. That's a local.
But hi everybody out there watching on Twitch. As you probably know, we're Five-Sided Die, and we're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons and tell a great story involving the 5 of us, but the 4 of us collectively as the tellers. If you like what you see, then please feel free to follow. At 200 followers, we're going to do a giveaway. It's a D20 dice tray.
It's awesome.
Human-made.
It's 100% human-made.
And if you have an Amazon Prime account, let me tell you something here. You get for free.
Bend your ear.
For free, listen. I'm gonna listen to it up with your ear holes now. All right. For free. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. That just happens monthly, and everyone I know has Amazon Prime. So if you're feeling generous and you're feeling froggy, then go ahead and leave and press that subscribe if you would like to. But either way, we will load up everything to YouTube. Because it doesn't stay on Twitch forever. You know, nothing cool can stay.
14 days.
14 days. And we also have some social media over at Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Just, you know, the normal ones. You could,
Find us on LiveJournal.
Angel Fire.
/ Five-Sided Die / angelfire.com.
Any other announcements?
I think so. Check out our YouTube. Subscribe.
Subscribe to us
If you want
on
a
YouTube.
sticker, Five-Sided Die, come by the Youngstown Flea tomorrow, and I'll have them at my table, and I have free stickers.
Free stickers?
Maybe I'll take donations for 5 stickers. I'll do something like that, but
Give them out.
we'll give them out for free.
Put them on your car. Put them on your laptop. On your water bottle.
Put them on yourself.
Put them on yourself.
Yeah. You didn't hear that.
But other than that, we're about to get into it. We haven't really played a full session in a while because one session was cut short due to a thunderstorm, and but we're ready to go.
Torrential
We're
winds.
ready to get into it now.
We're so ready. We're so ready.
We almost died. That almost happened.
It almost happened, but okay. So, in session 31 and 31.5, you found yourselves in the village of Sandrin, the mining town of Sandrin. No one had heard from them for some time, and so you were on your way to give it a little check out. And heading from a small little spot that Nix had remembered, you guys checked out some armor, you collected that armor, put on a show, and then headed to Sandrin. When you arrived in Sandrin, it was bizarre. It was off. Things were not quite right. And you guys did some investigating. You talked to the bartender. You stayed the night in the inn. Watched some things out of the window. Things going from one building to the next, the Sandra Galette, and what was, I guess, some sort of important looking building. The next day, you guys went and talked to some people. You spoke to the scribe, asked to speak with the prime minister. He did not oblige. And you guys decided to enter the mines. And you did. You entered the mines, you found all sorts of weird and wild, crazy pathways, eventually leading to a central chamber where an event was transpiring. Some sort of ritual was going on. You were able to, through a series of different situations going on between all of you sort of stop the ritual in some way, or at least stop the sacrifices that were being made. And a fight ensued with many archmages, many bugbears, some hobgoblins, goblins that scurried off, but in the end you arose victorious. And in that battle, in the fray, you found your brother Vin, Nix.
You found
You found me. You found me.
Oh my god. Every time we say
The
fray.
Every time. You can't not.
It's my child.
You found him in the fray.
Lost
In
the
the
battle.
fray of the battle. As the fight ended, you were able to talk with him, kind of figure out what the hell he was doing there, what you were doing there. You were able to convince him to, at least for the time being, join you and lead you out of the mine. But before that, River looted the room, found some beautiful gems and some crunched up, rolled up bits of paper that there was nothing on. They were empty. So you took those, put those on your person. Mort healed as many as he could, and then scoured the room. Not really scoured, but looking at the staves of, collected 3 of them, still on your person currently. And you finally, with the help of Vin, found a much more efficient path out of the mine. Walked out, turned up the hilltop, and you were met with a group of people. One of them, and the sort of leading the group, a finely dressed dwarven man. And that was where we ended. Now we can commence.
Wait, I forget what happened.
We're just leaving.
I'm so sorry, I was dazed.
He had to leave a couple times.
We left the mines, but Vin led us out of the mines, and we see a group of people. Finally dressed dwarven man was leading the fray.
Mm-hmm.
You found me.
How
And we
far
found
away?
him.
Currently, they're about 30 feet, moving towards you,
Vin,
closing the gapway.
I have so much
I'm going
drainage.
to. Vin, do you know these folk? Did you expect this?
I'm not sure. I don't know what's happening. And then this well-dressed dwarven man approaches. Who's in charge here?
Where?
Me.
All of us.
Who are you?
I don't know why I said that.
We're
Who's
more
in
of
charge
a
here?
democracy.
I am.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you mean by here? By the group of us?
The group of you, who is your speaker, your leader?
I'm in charge.
Oh.
Who are you?
My name is Leaf Oakbridge.
Leaf Oakbridge. The rest of you? Do you have names?
River.
Nix.
Mortimer Decadir.
What are you doing in my town?
This is your town.
Yeah, I am the Prime Minister, yes.
Oh, so you are Travok.
Travok Goblinbane, indeed.
Well, hello. We have come because we were in Bannockburn and they had not heard from you in quite some time. So we came to sort of check up on you.
Make sure you
Turns and you see now this familiar-looking dwarf kind of scurrying up behind him, holding a ledger. Yes, sir, fine, sir. Yes, these are the ones. I took a note for them. I meant to get it to you. I'm so sorry, sir. Yes, these are the 4. Miranda, Jacob, Joe, and William. They were the ones that came by the other day. And you see Travok. I received no such message.
Do you know what's going on in your town?
I'm trying to figure that out.
And we figured it out.
We can tell
Yeah,
you.
you can go take a look in there if you wanted to.
I thought that my scribe here, Jurglin's Buttlewill,
Oh, one more time. I'm writing that down.
Jurglin's
I
Buttlewill,
wonder who made up that
Your
name.
glitz.
I
Your
hardly
glitz.
know her.
YURGLENCE Buttlewell, just as you'd assume it was spelled.
Bottle wow.
Is that a piss pot special?
That's a
That's
big
a
part. You know who that is. It's a gummy bear special.
Mm-hmm. And then you see Jurglin's bumbling up. I was taking care of things, sir, while you were indisposed, and these four were, I thought, making trouble, and I was trying to keep everything at bay, and you see that Trevok then stands up very, like, solid, and almost appears to be, like, a much taller man now, even though he's about, like, 4'5". I, for the past, I don't know how long, Jurglins, have been asleep. Some sort of trance-like state that I've been in. I'm trying to sort things. I immediately found myself in a small chamber that I had to climb up a trap door. Thankfully, it was no longer trapped. But at the basement of the oubliette, I climbed up here this morning, and this is what I find. So, could someone please start explaining?
Yeah, and I think you should probably arrest your Jurglins.
And you see Jurglins sort of backing away now.
Start kind of surrounding him, like, no.
And there's the group of the remaining village people.
The remaining villager.
That
Just the
some,
one.
well, no, some that you saw, like there was about 20 in the fields. They were all kind of gathering up as they saw the Prime Minister in the village once again, not knowing where he had been for some time. He just grabs Jurglins by the arm now and pulls him. What have you done? Sir, I was merely trying to keep the peace.
No. Your town has been being used as a rendezvous point in the sacrifice. The mines have been used as a sacrificing station for the uprising.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they were killing people in there.
Little blonde boys.
Villagers,
All
all sorts.
We witnessed at a breakneck rate of sacrifice. We witnessed
Like 4?
4 and
20
Anyway, we
20
saved
minutes?
as many as we could. We stopped what we
You see
could.
him, he's like grabbing Jurglins now, like tightly gripping his arm.
How long do you suppose you were asleep for?
What's the date?
The 23rd of a 9.
Wonderful.
So.
That would be about 2 weeks then.
Oh. A fortnight.
Several of them. You're telling me that villagers of Sandrin have been sacrificed.
Yes.
Sacrifice.
At the hands of whom?
The uprising. I mean, I'm assuming you've heard.
I've heard of the
goblins and all these
right,
people
yes.
and all the other
Yukara,
people coming
but I think
together.
there's more at play.
There's a vampire too.
We sent word 3
Vampires.
weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I guess it's been. Jurglins, did you send that? I'm sure I did, sir.
Nobody got it.
No one has heard correspondence to or from Sandrin.
Find him. And you see two people come up and tying the.
Bubworth.
Hold it right there. You stay right there. You follow me. Let's get indoors.
Right.
He walks you up into the building that you were all in just a day ago, where you met Jurglins. And he seats you. The other villagers are kind of looking baffled, surprised, not knowing what to do. But just these 4. He brings you into his office.
Don't let Vin out of our sight.
Okay.
Can we bring the 5th one as well? The
Yeah,
other
the
mouse
one,
folk?
he's just here too also.
And the
he's,
goblin.
Yes.
And the
Is he with
goblin.
you?
He's with
The
us.
6 of you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's go. He sits you down. Sandrin is a small but mighty village. We have had our fair share of hardships, but the past decade we have been ripe with tobacco. We have done well. I was pleased to say that we had not experienced any of these attacks, these incursions that have been happening in so many small villages. I'm going to need a minute just to absorb the fact that I've been out of sorts for 2 weeks.
And
it
to
appears.
think about all of the death that could have been avoided.
It's really not his fault, Nix.
And you see him now, just like a tear streaming down his.
Oh,
It's
no.
not your fault.
It's okay. We all killed people.
It wasn't.
He didn't kill anybody. Nix,
I mean,
just-
I
feel
have-
like don't listen to her for just a second.
Yep.
No offense. It's just that sometimes you say the wrong thing, and I also say the wrong thing all the time. So I understand.
I just wanted you to know that you're not the only murderer in the room.
Oh God. Are you safe with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
truly
no.
harmless.
I just
If
don't
she
think
means
sometimes.
to be.
But just sometimes.
You must excuse us. We've seen a lot of death on this journey.
Uh-huh.
You said your town harvests tobacco.
Yes. Tobacco, coal.
You know what? I need to be honest. I stole some of your tobacco. And she pulls out the tiny little bit that she took. She's like, sorry.
You can keep it.
Really?
It sounds as though I am indebted to you all.
Yeah, you are.
No,
She puts it back.
just send word if you would to Bannockburn, Freemore.
What are you gonna do with the other guy? Or Umami? What's his name?
Butterworth.
Yoglins.
Yerglins?
I need to know what he's done.
Is he capable of putting you in such a slumber?
No. No.
I wonder who did it then.
Who could it be?
Well, there were. What were there?
There were mages
Mages.
in
There
the
were
mine.
mages?
There were mages in the mines.
I knew some. The last thing that I remember was I was writing just some small minutes from our last meeting. I was in my office and I was bound by something I could not see.
Magical.
Magical. If someone was there, I did not see them.
When we got to Sandrin, we only saw the innkeeper
Mm-hmm.
and maybe one other person.
Well, and that one
Joshua.
guy.
A couple of people in the field. No more than 20 people we've seen. And then there were several in the mines. I don't know how many were sacrificed. But we rescued who we could.
Population of Sandrin is, we were upwards of 2,000 people.
Oh.
We can account for like 7.
Yeah, I think we saw maybe 20 or so. That's close.
Our town has been decimated.
Two. Two at the beginning.
There's 2 at the beginning. Then we, saw
We
like
have a
5
lot
more.
to
We
figure
killed a
out.
couple.
Would you...
Yeah.
What? You dealt with whatever it was in the
Mhm.
mines? What did you see?
Blood sacrifice.
We saw-
An altar, a cage, sacrifices, mages.
Who were there? What mages?
I don't know their names.
They were cloaked.
We
They're
killed
still
them.
down there.
They
Their bodies are there.
They used these staffs. One arm.
Their bodies are still up in the
Yes.
mines. I do believe one got away.
And what of my guards? What of the city guards?
We haven't
We
seen
met
them.
one. Did we meet one?
And the
We met the one at the front gate.
The
Just
gatekeeper?
one.
Dwight.
was there just one guard?
Just one.
No.
Um.
An entire guard.
Well, in the mines, they have not been up and running for some time, as you can imagine.
What happened to the mines?
Well, you'd probably assume that if they were using it for blood sacrifice, they may have cleared it out for blood sacrifice purposes.
Instead
But
of
the
the
mines were closed. When I awoke, when I was going to the mines, I saw they had everything closed off.
For the blood sacrifices.
Right.
At this moment, you will find a very hefty, black, obsidian, scary altar to death itself in your own minds. So heavy, our beef leaf over there couldn't even budge it.
Couldn't budge it.
The beef leaf.
How did it get there?
Well,
Must
we
have been
just
brought
got
in.
here too,
Oh,
so
I don't know. We got here 2 days. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
We tried to.
What would have
a word
happened
with
if you didn't come? Is what
I'm sure everyone would be gone.
Yeah, everyone would be dead due
Who
to
sent
the blood
you
sacrifice.
to check on Sandrin?
Bannockburn.
How many you think? Like 74?
Prime Minister Bannockburn.
Citrine.
Citrine.
Praise be to Citrine. Thank the gods.
Seems as though we might have killed whoever put the spell on you.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
I
when
guess.
did you wake up?
Just this morning.
We must have then.
Maybe an hour or two ago.
Yes.
Have you seen any human taller than you mages in the area recently?
I have not. We have our own sects of wizard. We have our sect of wizards.
Yeah.
Have we seen any wizard sex?
I've not seen
I
any
mean-
sects of wizards.
I haven't heard wizard. So you have sex here.
A sect.
Sex here.
with a
A
T.
sect of wizards. Yes, we have the
A section. A sect.
They're the gloves. The glove of Sandrin.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sure they are.
So have you seen any of them since you've woken up?
I have not. No.
Maybe you should go look at the bodies.
I would advise maybe you, with some guard that you trust, to go check out the mines.
Also, the boy. What was his name again?
The boy.
Jacob.
What was his the
Jacob.
boy's name? Jacob. Yes.
The most regular name of this
Is that one
entire.
of your names?
What?
Or that was what Jurglins called you?
He was.
That's not our
He was
names.
always lying from the beginning.
He lied to us. He lied to you about our names.
What
Who would do
did-
that?
What did Jurglins say when you I'm assuming you came to speak with the Prime Minister then, if you
Yes.
were coming
He
to
said
be
he
sent
went
by
back
Jennifer.
to your office, and that you were too busy to have conference. So we went to the mines.
Busy being
Knocked out.
knocked out, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you were doing something else.
Maybe
Which I
perhaps
was.
you should search his desk as well. I don't know if there's.
Oh, there might
Anything
be a
of note in
wait. Have you read Mercedes Rex?
The children's book?
The secret door. Secret.
The secret door. Can't say that I've
What's it?
read
The
that.
magic door.
The magic door.
There could be a secret inside. It's a drawer, not a door.
Oh, the magic drawer. I have read that one actually.
Yeah.
That was one of the earlier ones, I think,
Mhm.
right? Yes. That's good. That's a good.
I heard they're turning it into a play.
Really?
Yes, I heard that.
That's
these
lovely.
times.
Mr.
I was in a secret door,
Yes.
apparently.
Mr. Goblin Bane, have you ever encountered any invisibility around these parts?
I mean, I've seen it done before. Magic users can turn themselves invisible.
Yes, we can.
But I've never been attacked by someone who had turned themselves invisible and then
You wouldn't.
set me asleep for 2 weeks.
If they attacked you, you would have seen them.
They become
Well, I guess-
uninvisible.
If they bound me, with that, I don't know if that is considered an attack. I certainly felt attacked. But,
Oh, I hated it.
it was not enjoyable now. Could I know that you've
Or
done.
cast. Yeah, I can't. I mean, when I'm invisible, I can't attack anybody or cast a spell without being seen. So
Could you
I don't
ever
know.
change them?
No.
What magic would this be then? What darkness?
What? Do you know anything about this?
Can I look into the goblin? Come here, Mr. Goblin Bane. I'm gonna look into his eyes and stuff, and can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
A 2.
That's 7.
I'll help.
A 2.
I'll help. I'll help.
Oh, thanks, Trevor. 16.
16. You don't see anything in his eyes right now that would tell you anything about what
Except
had
for
been
they're
done to him
very,
previously.
very lovely.
They're the beautiful hazel.
Okay. Well, he's got beautiful.
But he turns to you and says, "Is this something you specialize in then?"
Oh, I'm not putting people to sleep or turning invisible, but the mana behind life and death itself. I'm a cleric, you see.
Oh, a healer.
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, I'm sure you would come in handy here in Sandrin. Could I implore you all to stay?
Unfortunately, there are many things we have to do. How long would you ask us to stay for?
Just enough that maybe you could go through some of these bodies with me, that we could
Try to identify
some of them, and then I could use your help in dealing with Jurglins, since it appears I have no guard for the moment.
Well, how long in hours would you say that would take us?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it would depend on how proficient you all are.
Would we miss the convention?
So how long from here
Which convention? The
to Brinlin is all I'm asking. How long from here to Brinlin?
2 days?
2 days.
Yes, we have a very
3 days,
important
maybe, running
speech to give in Greenland.
Yeah.
A couple days.
Oh, we're Sidious Rex.
Damn it.
We got it.
But also,
Damn it.
We've left our horses there from months ago, and
I just got that. I got that
Flyer.
flyer. Yeah, they posted it up there on my.
and then we've got to go down.
Oh!
You get it?
Just as I suspected.
And then we've got to go down to
I'm
Corvan
gonna scream.
after, so plenty of things we've got to do. But I think we could stay for a moment.
Jacob, correct? That gentleman from the cell?
Jacob, yes.
Yeah, wasn't he a guardsman?
He was a guardsman, and we sort of put him in charge of making sure that all the
Jacob. I don't believe I had a Jacob in my guard.
He was
No,
a
he
royal
was-
guard.
Of the royal guard.
Oh,
They thought
He
he was
was
the
here.
prince. He was trapped. And we've
This
kind of
Mercedes
charged
Rex.
him with being kind of the protector of the town for the time being.
okay.
And I've given him hair dye so that they don't mistake him for the prince anymore.
Okay.
This needs to be.
Well, that was kind of you. Jacob is here.
He's here somewhere,
Okay.
but we've got, it's the
I think we
23rd.
could stay for the day.
We could
maybe
stay-
It is
leave
nearing.
tomorrow.
It's late afternoon.
Yeah, we
Well,
will.
we
have
need to take a rest anyway.
I think that we could stay for the day at least. Maybe even tomorrow, but probably not past tomorrow.
I love it.
I would appreciate if you could stay for into tomorrow. I would be glad to. We have free room and board, and
We could leave on the 25th.
And what kind of food?
anything that Joshua has prepared.
Okay.
100% available to you. He does run specials from time to time. He seems to always be changing that menu of his. Would you all be willing? I know this is a lot, seeing as all that you've done. Would you help me, and just for the time being, in dealing with Jurglins, of course, but then also maybe we could just do some basic training with some of our villagers that maybe were miners or farmers, that we could at least protect the borders until
I
more
could do
help
that.
could come.
Yes.
I would be greatly
Nix, you'd be
appreciated.
good at that as
Yeah,
well.
I could help. I'm just really interested in this flyer. I hadn't seen it yet.
As long as we can leave on the morning of the 25th. It's the 23rd.
That is more than fair.
Okay.
I would so appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course.
Um,
But if you would send immediate word to Bannockburn.
yes, we can do that. If I can find the glove of Sandrin, many of our wizards are capable of doing that. We could send it immediately. For the time being, I could send someone.
Just if we find the wizards.
Where do they stay usually?
They're usually just in above the oubliette.
We haven't seen any wizards.
We haven't seen hardly anybody at all.
Just the wizards in
most
the mine.
people have been just not there at all.
So let's go and.
Well, wait. Do you remember when we first got here and it felt like people were watching the villagers, but we couldn't see anyone?
When you arrived.
Yeah.
Oh, perhaps the mages have stayed invisible
Maybe.
themselves, if they can.
They were like going from building to building at night.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
I do recall.
And who was that?
Cloaked figures.
Like the ones that were doing the blood
Well, I don't know if it
sacrifice.
was them or if they were up in the mines. I don't know if they've stayed above the oubliette. They were coming down and out of the oubliette and into the here, and then they'd go back again. Maybe they were looking for you. I don't know. Could be that they were invisible and then they became uninvisible, and then just to hide from all of what's going. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or perhaps they were in on it.
We
I
also
hope not.
found
A dragonborn, a girl with spiky hair,
Girl with a dragon tattoo.
two men, and
Girl with a dragon
these two heavily cloaked figures. I didn't get a look on their faces. Do any of them sound familiar to you?
I don't know. Not many dragonborn in Sandrin.
Well, then you would know if there was one.
That's true.
So perhaps they weren't among
we
the
could
glove.
go down to the mines and see if you recognize anyone.
We can also check out the oubliette.
Let's do that first.
Since it's right there.
That's just across the way.
Yeah.
But should we deal with the Uglins first? And what should we do with him?
I just would like to know who he's working with, what he knows,
Probably the
how long
divine
he's
path.
been doing this. The what?
The divine path.
Oh, you haven't heard, probably.
I have heard that name long ago.
long ago.
From who?
They were known for doing some sinister deeds. Maybe 5 years ago, something like that.
Oh.
I'd heard.
5 years.
Well,
You would have been fast asleep.
I was long gone. But it seems like they're up to their same old tricks then.
Maybe if this divine path is something to do with this.
Most likely. We've been hearing lots of things that they've been
There,
doing.
there was a lot of chanting down there, receiving of spiritual messages.
I am not of the arcane or religious type, but I have, from what I've gathered anyway, of the divine path, they do not recognize the five,
No.
and they believe that there's ultimately a divine source that should be tapped by anyone who is God or otherwise.
It seems as
They're
though
working
they were-
for the uprising anyway, or with the
Is
uprising.
that what we think this was then, the divine path?
I
That they
do-
were working with of Silas's book.
I think there are many parts at play, but the divine path did come from Brynlin, at least the ones that we know.
Well, they were
And
trying
that's-
to get blood. For the blood sacrifice, do you remember?
Oh, with
I
Esme.
do.
She was pleased. I don't know if it was Esme or not. We don't know if there was a vampire involved, but I do know.
Vampire.
Of
Here's what I know.
okay,
You
the divine
have-
path, a vampire.
Yes, loads of goblins, a
Which
very
is
scary
your
evil man.
specialty.
Indeed, yes.
lots of mages, all sorts of things. But here's what I know. I know that your town harvests tobacco. I believe that Kovan harvests tobacco. Or once did, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
And what we were told by a crazy old man that could be not telling the truth, but then also by goblins and bugbears that work for her, who were more than likely telling the truth, was that there is a vampire named Esme who runs Kovan, or founded Kovan. And I don't know if they're connected to this town or not. The only connection I have is the blood sacrifices, right, and the tobacco.
I mean, the only thing I could gather from that is that there are many people who blend different tobaccos from different regions. I know that there are sources or different suppliers that will send our tobacco. I know that Kovan is a supplier of tobacco, a southern blend, and we've got our small town courtesies, and I don't know. I've never been to Kovan.
Me either, but this is what we've heard through the grapevine, and I don't know if it's connected with this supposed Esme, or if it's connected with the divine path, or both.
What's the grapevine?
No. The grapevine.
What?
That's where the berries for wine.
Is it
The
big?
wine berries? I don't know.
No.
Heard it through the grapevine.
Heard it through the grapevine.
So you were next to grapes?
No, that's not how it works. Next, she's from a small town. Heard it through the grapevine is
I've heard of
It's a
grapes.
colloquial saying.
it's a colloquial saying. Yes, you've heard something through various means of
I think you
informal.
reach such a level of enlightenment that you can actually speak to each grape individually.
because
No,
life
that's
is
not
life
also-
is full of beauty.
Yes.
True. Okay,
Yes.
well,
And
Take it from somebody who knows grapevines
well, not as well as others.
as well, more than anyone in this room.
Oh, you are very interesting.
heard it through the grapevine, a colloquial saying, in which you've heard it from very many different means of information, and not that you've
My
talked
name.
to grapes.
Sir, fine sir, is it's a misnomer. It's not
You are not the bane of goblins.
oh, it's more of a joke. But
You made your name a joke on purpose?
no, I didn't. That's the family name that I've carried for eons and eons.
I decided that Nick has a concussion.
That makes sense.
So you won't hurt our friend Stiv then?
No, indeed, we have many goblins here in Sandrin.
Good.
See, Steve, it's okay.
He was hiding.
Fine.
Yeah, he was on my tail like,
Yeah.
I can come out then.
You just do stand.
No, I didn't.
It's safe.
Yeah, it's been safe this whole time.
I know. All right. Well, should we?
Let's go to the Ubla Rock. What's it called?
Oubliette?
Ublet.
Oubliette.
The oubliette, yes.
Oubliette.
The oubliette.
That's
Sure.
the jail.
It is the jail. Yeah, Sandrin jail.
All right. Well, lead the way, sir.
You guys cross the road or enter the building that you guys did go and check out. All of the jail cells were empty. You did find the trap door.
Mhm.
You would have found the prime minister, and it went off. And you guys left it. You guys never went down there.
We don't. None of us have disarmed trap, right? Or dispel
Well, it was disarmed
magic.
once it dispelled on him.
Oh.
You guys left it.
We were like, let's go.
Not going that way.
There's a problem. Let's leave.
That's
Wow.
pretty good problem.
That's fine. Yeah, it's great. I love when that happens. It happens. It's fun.
Oh, his hat's off.
Yeah.
Hats off to you.
Just use this little one.
You guys can't see it.
Every time I see I have 1,000 things, I was
You
like,
go
oh, it's time to
have
bother everybody.
I have so many.
Follow me.
I just collect them.
You guys head in. You take the stairs, and it's a very, very thin staircase spiral. As you guys ascend several stories, until you get to the 5th story, and there is a small little archway that you guys enter. following Travok, and he guides you in sort of not quite a hallway. It's a large it's a rectangular room to a circular room. You guys get there, and it is empty. It is empty.
I guess we should
Travok
go.
looks around. The glove of Sandrin. It's Travok.
Is he talking to a glove?
That's their name. The sect. That's their name.
Oh, I thought it was a glove this whole
Are you
time.
alright, Nick?
Did you get hit?
Why are you asking me that?
Do you remember earlier when you did that check on me and you...
Could I do a medicine check?
Could you try it maybe on that one?
Maybe a medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
-1.
You just hit Nix in the head harder.
Put me to sleep and I never wake up.
I rolled a 2.
Okay,
So I got a 1.
you're looking over at Nyx, and there's maybe some sort of magical effect happening
Oh my god, I'm magic?
to Nyx.
There's something going on with
Oh,
this.
he got an. Oh,
Does Elena have a concussion?
But you believe that something like magical is happening to Nyx.
Dispel it. You have to dispel it.
Dispel the what?
what's going on?
There's a magical charm.
No.
Nix, come here.
Um,
Come here, Nix.
17. I'm doing a medicine check.
Okay, you're checking, you go in, and Leave is telling you to dispel this, and you go and just sort of pick Nyx up, stare her right in the eyes.
Her eyes are super dilated.
She has a concussion.
Nyx, I do believe you. I'm holding you. Nyx, I do believe you have a concussion.
That's impossible. My dad said I have a very hard head.
Okay. But you do. You do have. That's true. But also, you do have a concussion.
You know what? Maybe I think what might help is a nap.
No, absolutely
You
not.
have to stay
Actually.
up?
Do you, are the lights, do you feel like you're sensitive to light?
Isn't this a very dark room?
No. Yes.
Oh.
You're closing your eyes.
She opens her eyes. She's like, oh. Then she opens her eyes.
Yes, I believe you're correct.
Mm.
Do not go to sleep,
Okay.
and we should probably watch for vomiting, diarrhea, dizziness.
When did you hit your head?
I mean, maybe during the
During the
really
battle.
long battle we had, I guess.
Somebody smacked you.
I did get stabbed by my brother's arrow.
I didn't know it
fell
was you.
real hard.
He's with you.
Man, it's okay. It's okay.
What's wrong with her?
She's-
We'll fix her. Can we fix her?
She'll be
One
fine in a
time.
few days.
And Travok is like, yes, I've seen this before. Being in the mining industry as long as I have, you're just gonna have to make sure that you stay awake
The whole time?
after like the when your eyes aren't so sensitive and your headache goes away. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you have any food from your food bag you could give her?
I sure do.
We can go and get food.
I don't want food
My
bag
food bag is full of delicious food.
It's not.
A good berry day
Very
keeps
big
the mind
concern,
from going
concussion
astray.
Alright, right now.
Good very
That's so
day.
funny.
Keeps the mind from going astray.
Okay.
So we went up there and there's nobody up there.
There's no one here.
There's no one.
The glove! I'm just gonna scream like they're invisible. Glove! Sorcerers!
They are
Sasha,
usually
wizards.
conducting many. They're scurry about. They're always busy. They're always doing something, and it appears that they are. Let me check out theirs.
How does their
Letters.
quarters look?
They look. Make a perception check for me. Just looking about, kind of taking it all in.
22.
It looks like a little bit messy. It looks there are bookcases and several that you can count just quickly, like 7 different desks in this circular room, and pages, parchment, books opened, things scattered about.
Does it look? I mean, it's a little bit messy in here. Is this how it normally looks?
Not always. When they're, when they're doing their research or they're looking something up for me, that can look like this from time to time. But they are good people.
I would like to look at their bookshelves and see if there's any books that, like, depending on. I'm making this as Jude and not Leaf, so maybe I don't know, but maybe it's a little out of character. But if there's any books that like seem like they may have recently been pulled out, like with dust and that kind of thing. So maybe
Nyx is gonna walk up and start touching the books a little bit, just a little bit, not so bad, but a little bit.
No.
11.
11. Looking at these, you certainly are not able to ascertain like the last time one's been pulled out or not. So there is there's dust about a little bit, but nothing that appears like it's been empty for 2 years or anything like that. It's very, very difficult to be able to tell.
Nyx is looking for a Mercedes Rex book, the one that I can't don't have.
All right, make me an investigation check.
What should I use?
16.
Plus.
Sorry.
This one is like, I'm a grandmother. 18.
18 total?
Yeah.
There is not a Mercedes Rex book anywhere to be found in the entirety of this room.
Foiled again.
Do you think it looks like they've just picked up in the middle of something?
It does. It looks like they were definitely looking into something.
What about what's on the tables? Can we see what kind of books are strewn about?
Let's look.
Yeah.
And as you guys are looking, I'll say just even with your perception generally, as you're looking around, there is several books dealing in how to awaken somebody who's been magically put asleep. There seems to be something, a lot of investigation on magical items, invisibility, things like that.
Nyx is gonna look for a glove.
Okay, yes. All right, go ahead and give me
She's
a
good.
person. You're looking specifically.
Puffing.
9.
9. Looking around, you guys are sort of looking at all this stuff on the table, and you guys just see Nyx like scurrying around the room. Is that one? Unfortunately, you're unable to find a glove, but you're looking for a good 20 minutes as this is going on. Just looking around the room.
Guys,
for a
I
glove.
can't find one.
Find one what?
Just keep looking.
What are you looking for?
We'll find it. We'll find it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'm going to read about the invisibility passages, looking for specifically some type of invisible cipher or script that would be on those blank pages.
Oh, you're looking for something like from the parchment?
Well, what I'm looking into is just the invisibility in general, like that they pulled out and left the books on the table.
Okay. You see.
But yeah, I think the parchment does have something on it.
Give me as you're reading this, just give me a straight, either intelligence or arcana.
16.
16. You see some things about invisible script. You see things about different spells that are cast on things that are illusory. That someone can write something and make it look like it's something else is written on the paper. That sometimes the text itself disappears until it's held at the moonlight or is able to be spotted with true sight.
Oh,
so
there are papers.
There's a lot of things having to do with invisibility in that manner. As far as someone casting invisibility and going invisible, there's not a lot of research that looks like it's been looked up about that, because most people who do it know how that
Yeah.
works. But one thing that does strike you with a 16 is that you notice something about a particular focus, a particular, almost like an optimizing property to some spells. And this one in particular looks like it is able to allow some spells to perform at a higher.
Of this focus that I'm.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Also, we did get those blank sheets of paper that perhaps we'll look into.
We should hold them up to moonlight and try some other things.
Yes. Does anybody have true sight?
I do. Don't wear glasses.
Okay. Neither do I.
I'm gonna have you make real quickly, Mort. Make a history check for me.
10.
10. Yeah. Something about true sight. You remember something about true sight. Oh God, what was it? Professor Warren Rice was talking to you about it. He had something about true sight, but you can't remember what it was.
Warm rice, true sight.
Perhaps we should ask in Brinland then when we get to Brinland.
Could I, as
They
he's,
would
like, as he's
absolutely know how to read that.
as he's bringing this up, is this something that Warm Rice would have said to all of us?
No.
Okay.
This was back in the
Warren
day.
Rice.
Mhm.
I'll mumble it out loud just so everyone's on the same page.
Who has the rice?
Okay.
The glove. There's warm rice in the glove.
We don't know where
Okay.
they are. Shall we go to the mines and see if you recognize any of them? Not that I think that they would do this, but
I think we should go.
And
Maybe,
also-
you know, what we should do is go to the mines and see if any of these people maybe had some. I don't think they did.
Why am I still wearing that?
Just
Prime
fits you so
Minister,
well.
I do
I was
have.
talking.
Okay. I do have some very concerning thought. Is that these groups of people that we are up against have been known to capture mages for their own benefit and force them to do things. I know this from first-hand experience, but also friends, acquaintances of mine. Acquaintances of mine were taken as well. So that's just a thought to think about.
Okay. The Glove of Sandrin is they are young wizards. They have not studied for many years. This is something we established about a year ago, so that we could have. We don't have a lot of magic users in Sandrin, and I wanted to change that. And some of these folks have shown interest in their classes, and they just. My concern is that they're young. They don't have the. I don't know if you know this. It's something I just learned. But when I had heard the term wizard, I sort of just believed that once someone becomes a wizard, they are a very high and mighty and powerful being. Turns out that is not the case, and that you spend many months and years to learn how to do very what I would have considered simple things.
Yes.
But
So then perhaps none of them would be the mages that we met in the mines.
Unless they were lying to you.
Well, maybe I
Well,
don't think so. I've known them since
I
they
don't
were.
think so.
I don't think that they are.
What if
but
I
I
feared that
do
they could be overpowered?
overpowered and taken, perhaps is
What
what
if
I'm
they-
wondering.
Met a similar fate that you did, River,
That's what I'm
when you were.
The charm.
Oh,
yeah. And I consider myself not that powerful of a wizard, more perhaps powerful rogue, but I was also charmed and taken, so I just thought that we need to keep at the forefront of our minds.
why are they gathering magic users then?
Probably to,
I'm going to excuse myself.
They seem to want to, perhaps create their own form of divination, blasphemy.
They also, a lot of them are trying to bring people back to life, and they need certain types of magic users of different
Necromancy.
necromancy.
The darkest
The
darks.
dead alive again.
Well, that's not
I'm
the
sure you've
way
heard
that
of,
the world has intended it, is it?
It's absolutely not.
I'm sure you've heard about this in the past.
I have heard the term, yes. I've heard.
Of what I mean is, you know, with Praybeck and
Savina Praybeck.
Savina Praybeck, that type of thing.
That was the one that was sentenced to death.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But is
that's
she
what
even dead?
That's what they said.
I thought she was sentenced to death. She had attempted to prepare a ritual to bring.
But what if it was just a sentence?
Well, some people believe that maybe the Queen was a little bit soft on her, and just banished her instead.
Why would the Queen be soft on someone who was trying to bring a terrible, terrible power?
I agree with you. I think that the Queen is more,
Are you saying the Queen is
I would never.
something to do with this?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
That she supports rising a deity?
No.
Please,
Absolutely
do you know
not.
the Queen?
I have met the
How is
Queen.
that? And she doesn't seem like somebody who would, maybe.
I know the
Wanna
Queen
raise
enough
a
to
deity?
know that the Queen had nothing to do with this.
Oh, thank God. The gods. I never assumed that that would be the case, but I didn't know what you were.
But what I mean is that some people believe that maybe Sabina Praybeck is not as
Dead as
dead
you
as.
think.
I am not under that assumption. I think that the Queen would have done away with someone who was trying to create a new god. But
You know what? I guess at the end of the day, if there's necromancy, the line of death doesn't necessarily matter as much. We're dealing with the same problems. Trying to create a god. Trying to go against the natural order of the world. Hell, they could, if Sabina Praybeck was dead, they could bring her back with a ring at this point.
this is true.
Doesn't it work differently
I don't know.
when you bring somebody back from...
I don't know. They might have.
And also, maybe she didn't die, Leaf.
Her, either
Not
way, her idea of what she was doing is playing out again and inspiring and influencing.
The world is so difficult as it is. I don't understand these people that want to make things harder.
I don't think that they believe that making things harder. I think that they're trying to create a world that they think is more fair.
Fair for who? What is fair?
Exactly. But fair for them. And that's not right to us.
All the many people that died in my village.
Absolutely not.
The people that are pulling the strings, they are the issue, for sure. The ones that they're promising things to, they just want a better life for themselves.
What I mean is that they think they're doing something right.
Nobody's
And
a
it's
villain
not
in their own
right.
story.
Obviously. But to ask why they're making the world more difficult, I think they don't see it that way.
No, of course not.
That makes sense. I suppose. I suppose, yes. No one is a villain in their own story.
But it isn't right. And that's why we're trying to stop it. Hopefully.
What?
Guys!
Nix!
I found a glove.
Okay.
I found a glove.
Good job.
That's all.
Is it made of leather from your father?
No, it was
No?
just on the floor.
Oh, okay.
I handed it to you.
Good job, Nix. Thank
Maybe
you.
If your bone gets cold.
If your phone gets cold.
There's now a glove on your back.
While this is happening and they're talking and he's paying attention to them, I'm going to pull Leaf to the side.
Okay.
There's a
you
glove
answer-
now.
It's very lovely.
Can you answer a question for me?
The hidden hand
Me.
that guides all of it, huh?
That's a good episode of Mr. Diaz.
Answer
hidden
my
hand.
The
question.
hidden hand.
That's maybe what the live action play is going to be called.
It's a simple question.
Okay.
Yes or no?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Yes or no? That's it.
Okay.
Froderick's gonna get some of your tobacco or ask you for some.
Oh, I rip off a little piece.
He's gonna eat it like a bug, but
He's gonna eat it like a bag.
Should we head to the mines?
Yes.
All right, and you guys head, we're not gonna go through the whole journey of all that, but you guys get to the center chamber building of the mines, and, I always wanna say the mines of Moria. It's not the mines of Moria, is it? Anyway, that's me talking to myself.
You thought I was talking to your little friend on your desk or something.
Is that the goblin? But he's like, I was gonna call it Mines of Moria, but
Okay.
Oh, the
So,
mind music.
heading down into, I had to get my mind music on. Get right in my mind.
Mind Freak.
River?
River Angel.
My freak's so.
All right, in the belly of the mine, you guys are there amongst many. There's a lot of carnage. A lot of carnage here.
Card of the dead.
And coming back to it after, because you've been in battles and things, and you guys usually walk. We don't normally come back to it.
It's way worse.
It's like, yeah, it's a little,
It's like, oh, we did this.
you know, a little putrid and a little, you know.
I'm gonna start the ritual. I feel
Okay.
really bad a little bit. It's kind of nasty down here.
All right.
These people were sacrificing villagers.
That's true.
And you can see that the bodies of the villagers have all been removed at this point by either Jacob, his group, or whatever. But yeah.
What are we doing here?
We're trying to see if Mr. Trevok knows any of these people.
Nix, there is a little bit of your fur right on that railroad that the mine cart path.
Oh my gosh! And then
That's
she's
when
gonna-
you hit your
She's gonna touch her head. There's like a little tiny bald
Okay, you
spot.
got
There's like a
Ouch.
little blood there. There's like blood on in the hair and the
It's
rail.
all stuck.
Ew. She's
Trevok starts looking about the cloaked individuals, rolling them over, pulling back their cloaks. No,
care.
these, I don't recognize them.
Okay.
Can I look under the, or I'm gonna look at the bottom area of that black altar. Like
Make an investigation check.
where was the blood going?
Yeah, go take a
Oh,
look at
yeah.
it, sir.
Wasn't it filling up with that gold?
Was there a basin?
You guys definitely noticed
18.
basins. Okay, 18. You noticed basins. You saw basins. You saw them before. You knew they were there. They are not there any longer.
So
They took
we
the
do
blood.
we
The
do
blood.
remember.
The blood.
So when during the fight last time,
The blood.
there was
blood.
a moment in which it seemed like the one extremely cloaked figure was able to do a lot in a very little bit of time.
Yes.
Like no time. You guys didn't know. It wasn't like you guys paused. It was no time had passed whatsoever. But this person was like, bzz, 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 bzz,
And
and
made
flash.
like 3
Yeah.
moves.
So, do we think that maybe he was gathering the blood for the sacrifice?
I mean, what else would he be gathering blood for?
I mean, maybe if he wasn't gathering the blood, maybe he was gathering some of the
I don't just gather
Or
blood
she,
for
or
fun.
they.
or they was sorry.
Same.
He, she, or they were gathering the like instruments for the ritual. We don't really know what.
We
they
don't know
were
what
gathering.
happened. It felt.
Look, as quick as that one individual is moving, anything almost could have been taken away.
That's
yeah,
the
the
one
only thing
that
that
got
you guys
away.
know is this person started doing something, and then things were missing, and you were rolling a dexterity saving throw.
Was that the first time Mort has ever seen spellcasting at like that rapid fire? Like,
Yeah.
in the moment, like do 3 at the same time.
These were very
Okay.
powerful mages. I imagine that none of them were your glove.
I would imagine so too.
Mm-hmm.
I still got
It's really smells in here, I'm not going to lie. Is there anything else we need to do?
I think it smells quite nice with whatever that is that you've
Oh,
got.
the incense.
Perhaps I've got to move closer.
It's a sage. It's
Sage.
white sage, maybe.
Also,
offensive.
as you're
Is
looking,
it red sage? Give me something else.
blue sage.
Blue sage.
As you are looking around that altar, there seem to be some mechanics about it. Like
I.e. levers or buttons or.
with that roll, you definitely notice that there is some pulley gauges, levers, things of that nature that seem to be at the base of this altar.
River, I need your clever brain.
Alright.
Over here.
I'm gladly
will
come
let
closer.
him
too.
What about mine?
No.
Leaf, yes, you guys
No.
do.
You have a
two and
concussion.
Jin, sure,
You're
everyone.
concussed, and you're you're sweet. Okay. Yes, I'll come over, and plus I'd like to move closer to your
Well,
nice
Leaf, I
mouth.
might need you to move this once we get it to
But with my muscles. So your
Eventually,
brains
once
and my muscles.
Yes, and your zeal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I walk over.
Okay.
There seems to be some sort of contraption. I don't know what it would do.
Okay.
I will help
Gonna
whatever River's doing.
start to
Okay.
take it apart. Alan, my dad, always said that
Taking apart Alan.
if you, I'm gonna start taking apart Alan.
I don't know if I agree.
My father said, take something apart. It's the best way to understand how it works.
So Leaf hits it with the great sword?
No.
No.
Do you have tools for this?
I have these, and I pull out my thieves' tools.
Those are quite small.
Unfortunately.
There's some picks and some mining gear over here if you help yourself to it.
Sir Trevok,
Yes.
does your dwarven inspiration show anything that? Do you know anything about these gears and levers and this altar stone?
This looks quite similar to the Great Forge that we would use. We would use pulleys and different
I do remember.
machinations for moving quite a bit of weight.
What would weigh this much?
A lot of ore, coal, mining things.
Blood.
Blood. I don't know. I'm not sure of the volume or weight of blood.
Mort knows that 100%.
Yeah, you
but I
would.
don't know what it, yeah.
for sure.
Mort just blurts it out.
Cubic
Yes.
3 C's.
Cubic 3C.
So do you think I
minus.
Pull it apart then.
Maybe just like look at it and see if you can understand it a bit.
I'll start with that.
Maybe.
Investigation?
maybe
Just defer.
intelligence?
I would do an intelligence just if you're trying to understand it.
Can you help with an intelligence check?
It's
20.
smart enough. You.
20. Okay, that's good.
Roll with
Smart.
disadvantage available.
Looking at this, just following. You're following sort of like where the gears go, what lever. You're kind of understanding. If I did this, this would happen, or something would happen at least. This one's connected for sure to this one. You're understanding a little bit about the mechanics of this thing, at least how it would work, as far as from point 1 to point 2 to point 3, like how it's going to kind of work if you were to do this one thing, following down the series of what is connected to what.
Okay.
You don't know exactly what it will do, but these things for sure are connected.
Okay.
Pull it.
Um.
I'm gonna pull it.
Oh
Okay.
God. No,
Mort-
please
Mort's
don't do
getting
that.
a
No,
weird
please
idea,
don't do that.
so-
Look.
He said he's gonna do that.
River's like.
Can I?
We
can I
both
make-
try to stop Leaf, and he's just too strong. It's like
Yeah.
nothing even.
Yeah, we're like grabbing
I'm
on.
gonna pull
This
it.
is
You
like,
guys
yeah!
Hear
Helps.
before you see anything. You hear this like this grinding sound as like these gears start turning as this altar begins to and close in on itself as you guys see it down into, you can now looking, you're all standing around here, an opening below.
Oh.
Oh,
See?
You're a
perhaps I didn't need to
genius.
take it apart.
Nix, close your eyes. I'm gonna cast light.
Oh.
And yeah, is it dark in there or?
It's dark from what you can see here, yeah.
I'm gonna cast light.
Okay.
Just,
I-
on whatever I could
Mhm.
see.
Yeah, and I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Perfect.
That's
Yeah,
not
so you
working,
can
right?
you can see like
You're
dark
okay.
vision is very like sort of grainy. You
Grainy.
can make things like shapes out, whatnot. With the light, is your light just about you? Can you set it? You don't have like the.
I think you set it to a thing you could see.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it's
like you like attach it to a thing that you
like
can
a,
see.
like a, you can hold it.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you? I'm just wondering how. What's the
you
range on it?
touch one object, no
Touch an
larger than 10 feet in any dimension. 20-foot radius, dim light.
Maybe
additional-
touch.
Dim light for an additional 20 feet, so it's like 40 feet.
What if you
dim light.
touched a rock and tossed it down in?
Leif, you're so smart.
It's so hard. It's hard to play a dumb character. I'm so sorry.
All right, I will touch
All right.
a rock.
I
You
will
throw it
Woo!
Oh,
and you toss it
I
in
looked
there.
at it.
No, don't. You start puking.
You guys see, like, as this rock is falling, it's like sort of vastness. You're not seeing like a lot of anything, and then it keeps falling, and after 40 feet, you see nothing.
That looks vast.
Have we lost? Do we not see the altar anymore too? Like it just.
The altar has become
What about our rope?
It's just like an
it's
abyss.
It's almost like it's become like
What's on a rope?
a crown or a grommet, like heading
Wallace?
downward. Like it's become like a
Wallace?
circle that
Do-
is heading downward.
Do we have a long rope?
Yes.
Leaf, would you hold it if I went down?
I would hold it. Yes. It would weigh nothing.
Are you going down there?
I'm gonna
I have
Repel.
a ladder.
I'm gonna rappel down. I just don't know if it'll touch.
Oh,
That's 24 feet.
Havoc,
It went 40 and it still kept falling.
what would lie under these mines?
What's on,
Oh,
what else
there's
is on
been
there?
many stories about what
10 foot.
Wait.
Hempen
Yes.
ropes off
under
times
the
2.
mines, what dwells.
I have
in
50
the
feet of-
mines.
Guys,
Oh, I
guys,
have the
wait.
chills thinking.
Wait, stop and wait.
Yes, Nick.
What if I put an animal down there?
Well, I just don't know.
Throw an animal down.
Well, not
Fast
throw
travelers.
it, but like send it.
But it's still. I mean, did we ever hear the rock like hit the ground? Did we hear it?
I would say, maybe a faint.
It's very, very deep, Nick. So I don't think that you'll ever see that animal again.
Well, I mean,
It's-
it's fake. It's a trick.
And
animal.
what is it going to do? It's not going to come up and tell us what was in there.
Yeah, it
I
can.
guess. Maybe you could scream.
You want
how long-
You guys want to go down there?
I was going
Okay,
to.
okay.
I was gonna go down on a rope.
My rope is 50 feet.
Mine's also 50 feet.
What if
Maybe.
we-
What if we tied them together?
Tie it to something, and then Leaf doesn't have to hold it either.
No, tie it to me. I'm the strongest thing in here.
There's also
Well, we could-
rocks.
There's
No, that was
metal and
what
ore.
I was
I'm
Well, we have
strong.
three. We have one 50 foot, and then we've got 2 other 50 feet. So that's at least 150 feet that we can all tie together.
I have.
You'll lose
Manacles, I
a
could just,
couple
like, zip
inches
line
as you're
down.
tying them,
Yeah.
but yes, you'll still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about.
because you have your glove.
Well, I'm just gonna start doing it. I'm gonna rip off the patches, the two rope patches, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
start tying them together.
Off the
We
Mark-
all have
mark those
rope.
off.
Do not. Do
I
that.
don't have rope.
You did not get rope in your additional pack.
No,
Thieves' tools and.
that's all. I've got thieves.
Oh, I have 50 feet of rope.
Well, don't hold on to the patch.
Usually it's just for prayer beads, but it's 50 feet.
Okay, so I'll rip one patch off,
Okay.
and then
So now we've got 150 feet of
So
rope.
yeah, mark off
That's
that
200
on your.
feet. If
You've
we
got,
all
you've got
have
50, you've
I have
got 50,
50.
you've got 50. Did you have 50?
Yeah.
So you have 200.
200.
So it'd be 180 about
Mhm.
by the time you tie it.
Oh,
River's just tying them.
kind of not used. I'm kidding.
Not a very good one, I'd imagine. River's not.
No. It's got to be good.
Well, then you do it.
Well, I know.
Boy Scout.
I was in the Scouts. I do a very a sailor's knot,
A
Yeah.
very
Nice.
sailor's knot.
Whatever the knot is.
and
Yeah.
I throw it in there and I wrap it around my waist,
River jumps on and goes down,
and I stand there like this.
And you're gonna.
repelling.
You're standing
There's
there.
so many
Leaf
rocks.
holding.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
And
Alright.
you're just standing over like that opening, like.
Mhm.
You
River weighs like 40 pounds.
little by little, 40 pounds.
So let's just all get on. I think Leaf can hold us.
Little by little, you start inching your way down.
Are you bringing any
Looking
light
with
with
my.
you?
There
He's
is-
got light at the
As
bottom.
soon as you get down, so like where the altar sort of folded downward, there is like this sort of like, so you're able to repel twice, and then there's nothing there to repel off of anymore. You're just like in an open cavern. So just by holding your body at this point, I'm gonna have to have you make a strength check.
Oh shit.
This feels like in the sand.
Can I just slide down?
You can slide for a
It would
little
give
bit.
you-
You're
it
still
would
having to
give you
hold your
real
own self. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be very painful on the hands. But yeah, just trying to gently sort of get yourself down. You're not like pulling yourself up.
5.
But
I'm gonna start pulling up as soon as I realize
yeah,
something's
you
wrong.
you feel in River, you're just like, oh shit, like you know
Mm.
something's going on as you like are you were able because you have some acrobatic,
Mhm,
you know,
yeah.
like you're able to like sort of repel, but as there's nothing there and you're hanging, you start feeling around and you start panicking as there's nothing anywhere around you. Even with your dark vision, you're not seeing any walls, nothing is close. You start panicking a little bit and you start to slip. And you can feel like the pull, like whoa, as River is starting to
Spreading
fall.
my head. I've got gloves on though. At least there's gloves there. So
See? That's a good thing you had those gloves on.
Gloves.
I'm sliding. I'm
I'm gonna start
sliding.
pulling up.
It
Start
doesn't
pulling
hurt.
up. Okay, give me a strength.
It doesn't hurt. I could keep going. But I'm scared of what I'll find. And I'm sliding more and more rapidly.
Yes, you're sliding every 6 seconds.
Me when
Like
I was
another
a kid
20
at the
feet,
park.
you're falling
I
down.
got a 12.
Well, yeah, you go to like pull up, and you're able to like pull up a good amount, and you do feel yourself being raised up, but you're right now at the edge of like where that last rappel was. So you're kind of hanging there, like where you're next to the sort of metal, weird device.
Mm-hmm.
But you're able to look at it now.
Okay, I'm looking.
So go ahead and give me a little investigation check. If you're
This is
kind
what
of
I'm good at
looking-
here, see?
Looking at this.
You're good at
thing.
looking.
That's gonna be 14 plus 12,
26.
26.
Yeah, you are looking at this thing, and there is some weird stuff that you did not notice on the altar itself. Some weird sigils on this thing.
I'm burning them into my
See,
mind.
I forgot about that, Kevin.
Vaguely reminiscent of what?
That's alright, I'll tell you later.
Yeah,
Okay.
just mark it in.
Vaguely reminiscent of something that you saw in a book that was being flipped through when you were in Brenland. That sigil of the Divine Path Society.
They're all the way down there. Go all the way down.
Go all the way down.
There's no like the Divine Path Society like words. It's just that like this emblem that that you remember looking at when I can't believe I'm calling him Warren Rice now. Warren Rice was was looking through as you guys were going through the names of those professors.
So I'm seeing this sigil of this.
Mm-hmm.
And is it all the way around?
It's only in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other weird arcane markings on here that you're not as familiar with. But there is something with a fist that is upward, that has
I'm sorry.
that has what looks like rays of sunshine all around it, and a snake coming around the bottom, like the knuckle, the middle knuckle, and around the wrist of the fist.
Okay.
So a sun, like a little sun emblem, much like what Mort was wearing on Theamata Sun Gala, with a fist, and then a snake from the middle knuckle and around the wrist.
Okay. What I'm going
You've
to
never seen it before.
what I'm going to try to do is pull up some of that rope.
Mm-hmm.
This might be an acrobatics check. I'm going to pull up some of that rope and tie it around me,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take out a blank piece of paper and a charcoal pencil and start to copy the sigils.
Okay, I'm gonna have you actually make a strength first, just to pull yourself up, to be able to hold on this
Can
long,
I
because you're
assist?
not gonna be able to help with strength in this area, but you can definitely be there.
Natural 20.
Lovely day. Lovely day. All right.
I can't believe that.
Somehow, with like, as you're thinking, oh god, I have to do this, you pull out some warrior strength inside of you as you pull up, lifting up your whole bottom half, almost your knees to your chest. You're able to wrap with one arm the rest of that rope and kind of tie it in and hold on to it, and you kind of created yourself a little seat right here that you can kind of wrap that around the other portion of the rope, and you have a free hand now.
Excellent. So yeah, I'm just gonna slap the paper on and try very, like, I don't know, should I do it like this so that it like appears, or should I trace it?
You said it was like an engraving?
An engraving?
It looks like it was.
It was engraving.
It's an engraving. It looks like it's. I mean, you don't know a lot about like metals and stuff, but you could guess that this looks like something that was either forged or stamped.
Okay, so I can do this. So I'm gonna take a pencil or
Okay.
like charcoal, and I'm gonna copy every single sigil that I see, every
Okay.
single one of them.
There's several of them. Yeah, the dominant ones that you saw, the ones that were the largest, are that for sure Divine Path
And
Society.
the fist,
Yeah, and the fist with the snake.
and then
and the
just the weird other ones that might mean
there's
something
there's 3 other that are
notable.
appear to be notable.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you see one that has a little, like, not little, it's quite big in the middle, an eye, and then above the eye, almost like where an eyebrow would be, you see a sword.
Okay.
On the next one over, you see, it looks like a gargoyle, like a statue, but as you look kind of closer to it, it is not it's a weird creature that looks like it has a human face, but definitely an animal body.
Army.
As the
Owlbear.
It's an owlbear with a human body. It's actually a lion's body.
It's an owlbear with a human
with
body.
a human face.
Okay.
Oh, that's
That one has what looks like 3 moons over top of it. So you have a full moon and then a waxing and a waning on either side.
Oh my god, army.
And then the third one looks like a diamond, like a diamond shape with a crown on top of it, and then below it, it looks like flames, or at least the shape of flames, like the outline of flames. Those are the 4, there's 5 major symbols that you saw
May
there.
I ask, what is this on? What are these symbols on?
This is on what was the altar. So when Leaf pulled that lever,
Yeah.
that altar transformed, like a transformer, inward, and created this almost like a grommet around the top of it, and then like a jagged sort of like.
So are these
What does
on
this
like
human face look like? It reminds me.
right when you start to descend?
Rivers at the very bottom of it.
At
So
the
like
very
where
bottom.
they're like sort of piked, like these points, that like each of the 5 points has a sigil on it, or some sort of
River.
marking.
If you come back up, I have an idea.
Okay, I'm finishing up and I'm just getting the last of it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna stick it in the bag, and then I'm gonna tug the rope. And
Where's River?
Also, did I get a good glimpse of what this human face, was it a man or a woman
On the lion,
on the lion?
Maybe it was a they them.
it looked like a sort of nondescript face.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It just reminds me of
I'm gonna
Army so
pull
much.
River back up.
Okay. Thanks. Give me a strength check. You're strong. I'll say with advantage because this is something that you're.
Stiv is
desperately-
helping.
Stiv is helping you with this one.
Frederick.
He's smoking his tobacco.
Mr. Becky.
Frederick's a bad influence anymore.
He is. He's a naughty little boy.
Is Frederick ends up
16.
doing Martin?
16. Yeah.
Do I need to do anything or just hang
No,
on
you're
tight?
hanging. You're hanging. I'd say with your natural 20, you're good to hang for a little longer, and then yes, you are able to pull River out.
Okay, I would like to turn on my boots and
Okay.
let her float down there.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna fly up.
Oh, you're going down. I'm gonna untie myself.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not gonna be like, oh, like a cartoon character.
You're anchored to him, he's flying around.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of go down and see how far down it goes.
You don't have.
You can get down. What's your range on this? Your flying
Cast
range.
light.
Can I cast light on?
Yeah, because you can't see
Maybe
anything.
on
So
my armor.
you're descending downward.
What
I
about
have to
your
think
weapon?
about
You can
how
use it
these-
as
My
a
weapon.
his weapon.
because the roots of flying, you're generally ascending.
Mhm.
Oh.
Birds can fly down.
They can. So
It says I
descending
can use them for
downward.
4 hours or
That's right.
Per
Or you
long
can break
rest?
it up into any like portion leading up to 4 hours. You could do it for 30 minutes. Do it for Okay. So no range on how high you can go. I find that bizarre.
It says you
They
can
wouldn't
use
tell
them
me.
for up to 4 hours all at once or smaller, shorter flights, a minimum of 1 minute.
Fly right to the sky.
If you
Right
are
to the
flying
sun.
when duration ends, descend at a risk of 30 feet per round. They regain 2 hours of flying for every 12 hours they're not in use.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So-
Right. Got it. Yeah.
Floating down. Let me think of how I want to do the mechanics of this, because you're not flying, you're descending, but you're floating. You're using.
It's
you
kind
feel
of like I'm like
Mando.
flying a little bit.
Maybe we can tie the rope to
Okay.
something that's still there as a guide.
Well, I like that. I like that you're kind of like, and then descending,
Uh-huh.
and then
Do
descending.
you,
Like
did
allowing
you cast
myself to
light on his
fall.
weapon?
I'm a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's got some light.
You have light.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
my
light.
sword.
Okay, so on your swords, which is like what 20 feet, he can see.
Yeah,
All right.
20 feet good.
So going down, and it just takes a good amount of time. As you're,
He's farting.
he's just farting, letting gas out. It's like Willy Wonka when you drink the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You guys are just like, you all right, Leaf? Like looking down.
Can I hear them?
You can, yeah, you can
Uh-huh.
for a good amount of time, and then you just are descending, and then you, looking out with your sword, you see some sort of formation to the left-hand side of you now, some sort of rock formation, maybe hard to see. It's a little beyond your 20 feet of sight. All around you, just very, very dark. As far as like the space is vast until suddenly like you feel your feet hit the ground,
Mm-hmm.
You've done it.
and it's like
Squishy.
it's like wet rock.
Ew.
Mm.
It's like intestine.
And then you hear just the little like movement of water, not a lot, trickling. You pull your sword out, sort of looking around. You see that sort of formation off a little bit, but there's nothing in your immediate vicinity.
I'm gonna
Does
Can
it?
you hear
call
us?
down and I'll be like, Leaf!
You
Hello.
can't hear them.
Okay.
I'm getting
I'm going
nervous.
to walk around a little bit, see what I can see as I'm kind of like, if I went down there, I'm gonna at least try to see what's going on. And just kind of like hold up my sword and see what I can see.
Were you walking towards the rock formation?
Yeah, since that's kind of the only thing that I really was able to
Okay. As you get
pinpoint.
closer and closer to it, this formation, you see
I'm so scared.
what looks like a toe
No.
and a foot and another foot as you begin to like raise your sword upward, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Taking a break, baby.
Taking a break downtown.
All right, we're gonna see you guys in about 15 or 20 minutes.
I'm so
after we
scared.
Take our fatness and eat something. All right, see you guys. we're back. All right, Leaf, down deep into the depths, the bowels of the under earth. You are now seeing before you these large feet as you raise up your sword and look up, and you see this large stone
Oh no! Why the music? No! Why?
beast. That's not a bloater.
Is it a floater?
It is a large.
Floater.
It looks like a statue.
Does it look to be sentient?
Roll initiative.
Oh!
Oh Christ! Fly away.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can leave. You're
I
allowed.
can leave.
Make like a tree and
And
leave.
leave. Seriously. This is a
Like
stone.
1v1
He flies
combat
back after
here.
a half hour.
No, his flying speed is not bad.
It's
All
not
right.
at 60.
I bet I could drop pretty
What's
quick.
your dex? Or I'm sorry, what's your initiative?
My initiative is 10.
I'm not fighting. I have a 19. I have 19 hit
Yeah,
points left.
we're
I
out
got-
of earshot.
He needs to come out, and we need to go.
All right. You
come out
see as
sometime.
this thing sort of
He knows.
He needs
Make
like-
a
he
joke.
needs to figure out.
He knows. You let him come out. Let him pull out.
like this dust that sort of like emanates as this thing takes 2 attacks on you.
Cool.
Okay. That is. Oh, that's a 29 for the first one,
No.
You need to leave.
and the second one is a.
She did say. She did try to warn us not to go somewhere.
That's my fault. I
18,
encouraged all
18
of
for
us.
the second one.
18 does not hit.
Alright, so the first attack.
I mean, we gotta explore what's
Can you
down
just take
there.
your whole movement to dash fly? How much is your flying speed?
It does not say.
Equal to your walking speed, so you can.
25 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Jesus.
It is now your turn.
Do we hear anything?
You don't.
Oh.
We're
He,
just like
he
hanging
can't
out.
hear you any longer either.
How long's it been, everybody?
I know.
Well, do whatever you want.
30
But
minutes?
you're gonna die if you don't.
Follow your
Do whatever
heart.
you want, but do what I want you to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's up to you, I guess.
Did we go down the rope all the way and still not
This
come
is
to
the
the bottom?
Yeah.
No, we did not
River
go
did
down
not.
although because I was faulting.
Slipping.
Yeah. Also, I just don't want to go down there. I have 19 hit points.
I know.
They got him for 25.
I am going to. I'm within like melee of him now,
Yeah,
right?
you're at his
Why are you
feet.
doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing
Stop! You're not there.
I would like
You're in
to.
Leaf's head.
Yeah, you just hears River.
Can I make like some kind of investigation check to see what this might be, or like an intelligence check or something?
Yes, you can do that. You can make it.
Is it like my action to
It
do
would
that?
it would take your action to investigate the situation. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to.
He's like right up in your business.
He's in my business.
Wait, maybe you could do an intelligence check.
I think that what Leaf would do in this moment is look around and see that he's alone and he's already had a busy day. He had a hard day, guys.
Went to the
I
grocery
think
store.
that I could disengage as an action, correct?
Yes, I think that you can use an
Yeah.
action to disengage.
Okay, so I would use my action to disengage and start flying away.
Okay.
I think that's what I would
So 30 feet is your movement speed?
Yes.
Your movement, okay. So within 30 feet, it is now his turn. It's your 30 feet then.
do. Uh-huh.
And then he'll do one
I thought it was 60.
press slam. It's only if you did both. He used an
Yeah,
his
you can
bonus
only
action
Oh,
disengage.
Yeah.
I'm just so confused.
Alright, that is 19.
That's beats it, beats it.
I just want to just dash out.
What's that guy's name down there?
If he would have hit me anyway.
Michael.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm still looking okay.
Where are you at? You're 30 feet.
How tall is he?
He's a very large large
Did
man.
you have to run back to it?
Oh, he would take it both attacks too. 16 plus 26.
That hits.
Plus
How do
10.
you look like you're questioning it?
I don't know.
She look how
Because you
giddy.
have
She
to.
said 26.
I'm
Stop
so
it.
sorry that we got
Stop
you down
it.
there, Leaf.
21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. So I'm gonna use my entire action to
Go another 60 feet up.
go 60 feet up.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash.
Alright, dashing. You are now out of his range. So you
Okay.
can make it the rest of
So-
the way.
Yeah, as I'm like kind of flying up, am I able to see him? It's only 20 feet from my sword, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna fly the rest of the way up and I'm gonna scream the whole way.
We just hear this.
As it's slowly approaching.
Like the opposite
Yeah.
of falling.
I love it. Awesome. Okay.
And you just hear
Do we see Leaf?
it's climbing around the
Do we hear her see Leaf?
I think we should.
You down, like, after you start hearing. It's just getting louder and louder as he's ascending now. That's where she goes.
Ascending.
Ascending.
He's gonna slam his head on the ceiling.
I'm going to like feel around for the top
Yeah, using within 20 feet, and there's like, yeah, some,
light from the top.
yeah. Very little in this area, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the ground. Closing.
River closes it.
Okay.
What happened?
It was a rock man hit me hard.
Down there.
Yeah.
Rockman.
And how tall was this guy?
Oh, he was, like, the formation of that rock that you saw, he was like the whole of it, like as he came out, like a good 25 feet tall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Rock giant.
He was a huge rock man, and there's nothing else. The whole of it was all dark and damp, and I found a toe.
I mean, it was his toe, wasn't it?
What?
Wasn't it the rock's toe? It wasn't just a toe.
I found his toe.
I thought you were like, you found a toe.
Just a loose
Well, I
toe.
found a toe, and then it led to a rock.
Toe. Great band name. Loose toe.
Would I know
Get
what
you a
this
toe.
was?
Get you a toe.
Need a toe? I can get you a toe.
Make a intelligence check.
Hell no.
18.
18. This was a sort of a construct. A large, looked like almost a guard. Like
Guardian
there
of
was
the
a helm around him that you sort of noticed as you were being beaten by it. You could assume that this is some sort of, because of the way that it was sort of cut and chiseled from the stone, much like a statue, that this looked very similar to something that you had read about at some point. You've never seen one in person, but it was like some sort of a stone golem.
Let's guard those bags.
I think it was a stone golem.
I could have maybe sent my golem down there. Oh, I have a Grick.
Same thing.
Great golem.
Jeez.
Isn't that random? Doesn't it pull that at random?
Yeah, but it would have, it could have.
Oh, okay.
So, how far down?
Would I be able to tell about how far it was?
Yeah, I mean, you're not a complete idiot. You,
Yeah.
You are a total stupid.
you remember in your mind thinking at this point, okay, this has been about 200 feet. And not too long after that, you felt your feet hit the ground.
It's a little more than 200 feet.
That's pretty far.
Here's what we do. We remember what happened last time we fought a golem.
No, it took hard hits.
Perhaps it's good that you ran away.
Oh yeah, I wasn't staying.
Listen, I'm exhausted. What time of day is it?
It's getting night.
Yeah.
You're nearing.
It's getting night.
You're nearing 90 bed by.
I'd like to go to bed. No offense to you, Prime Minister, but maybe we can continue tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's a stone golem below, Sandrin.
Yes. Look it.
Oh,
Did the helm look old? Did he say anything about a helm? He didn't.
It had a helm on it.
Tonight, if you're not feeling too tired, could you use your artistic skill and draw it for us?
I have very artistically
Alright.
skills.
I've seen your horses.
It's a golem horse.
it's still a horse.
It's still like a
Drops like a
stone
horse
golem
next to it,
horse.
though.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
not even.
It's just got the long neck. And
But picture it as a man.
This is a horse, but it had 2 legs. Can I? Well, let's rest, and can I observe your etchings river?
Oh yes, of course. Yes, all of these you can hear and river hands them to him.
right.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I didn't think it was gonna be that loud.
Comfy.
Are you drawing the golem right now?
I am,
loved it.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry I made you do that.
Oh, look at there you go.
Sorry, I started a chain of events.
Everyone's like smiling at you.
I did it too hard, my finger fell off.
That gets infected.
I get sepsis.
What's that?
That's a helm.
The worst thing is
That's
that
not
you
a helm.
get an infection, not that your finger is no longer attached to your body.
A helm is like
My finger that fell off is
like that thing
infected.
that Kevin was wearing in the Too Many Props.
No, I thought a helm was like a
No, a helm is like a helm.
It's like a thing. It can go
Comes
downward,
down.
but it can, yeah.
Isn't it short for helmet?
It's like when the guys in the 2000s had the things,
You know.
The sideburns.
the real big boys,
The mutton
Mutton
chops?
chops?
the muddy.
Those are cool.
This is about what he looked like.
What did you point at?
Perfect!
Where the wild things are.
Oh my god.
Why does he have such kind eyes?
He looks like he's crying and saying like friend.
Friend. That's all
Oh,
he's
and
trying
he just
to
hits
do.
him. Oh, come here, buddy.
No, but he was like trying to be his friend, but he's too
Didn't call the
strong.
horse.
Yeah, we have an iron giant.
Tell me about the rabbits.
Tell me about the rabbits.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright, I need to also go to bed.
We need to rest.
Should we? I'll lead you back to the mule and shout.
When can I go to sleep?
Are you still are your eyes still sensitive to light?
Oh, yeah, is your head still hurting?
I don't think you should sleep yet.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Will you have revivify?
Perhaps you could take a short,
Yeah, I'm not
kind
too
of
worried about it.
not a nap, but maybe you can just rest your eyes for a bit, and maybe you'll replenish some of what you're missing. You can take a short rest.
I heard that elves just go into like a trance state.
I
They
just
don't
want
even
her
sleep at
to,
all.
for comedic relief reasons, I want her to still have it, but I don't want to kill her.
Wonderful. Lovely. Alright. Travis leads you back to the mule and shout, where you guys stayed the night before. And you guys see the bartender that you were speaking to as Travis sort of leads you in.
Jonah?
Joshua.
Joshua.
Jonah?
Jonah.
Hill?
Joshua,
Just
please
Jonah.
take care of these fine folks. And he's Prime Minister, so good to see you. And they have a little exchange, and
And they
get
kiss.
these.
They kiss.
They have a long embrace. No.
They hold each other and cry.
Mhm.
This is nothing can stop me from making everybody in this campaign gay.
Joshua will take good care of you. Please eat well, sleep well, and we'll reconvene in the morning.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you. And he exits the mule and shout.
What's your special tonight, Joshua?
Oh, we don't have a lot, unfortunately, but I can whip up some. There hasn't been a lot of people in town the last few weeks, so I do have mashed potatoes. I've got some good seasoned meat. Don't ask me what kind. It is
Seasoning of
Human.
the meat.
it is not human.
It's not mouse.
It is not mouse.
Half
It is-
elf?
It's weasel.
Oh, weasel.
It's actually not bad. The gaminess is
I have a cousin
So
who's a
tired.
weasel.
it's not bad. NyQuil, huh?
Makes it a bit gamey.
But I'll get you guys some weasel and some potatoes.
I'm not gonna have the weasel.
Potatoes.
It's really with the seasoning.
I'll have some.
Rodent?
I'm hungry.
Yes.
Never.
Do you eat other animals?
Yes. It's called cognitive dissonance.
I've never heard of it. Is that a disease?
No.
Of the mind.
Alright, can I get you some drinks? Did you find?
Do you have any mead?
I do.
I'd like some of that.
Did you save the prince?
He wasn't the prince.
What?
Just the guy who looked maybe a little like him.
That wasn't the prince.
No.
Maybe you need glasses.
He didn't even look like the prince.
He had nice armor on, though.
You got nice arms.
Blonde hair.
They said they had the prince.
Built, put together nice.
I think they thought he was the prince.
But he's okay.
He's alright.
Jacob.
Oh, there was a Jacob in here earlier.
Did he have brown hair?
He did.
Nice armor.
Yes.
Nice body?
Put together nice.
Yes.
I don't know why we like
Blue
Jacob.
eyes.
He once had blonde hair.
Okay.
Did the brown look a little bit
What's that
unnatural on him?
I didn't think so. A
That's
mead
why
for
I
you.
knew it wasn't.
Anyone else? Would you like a drink?
No, I'm gonna throw the glove on the table and go. Where do you think the glove went? I mean nothing about this glove. Where do you think the glove went? The wizards.
Oh, the glove of Sandrin. I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Do they usually hang out with you?
Not really.
Oh, are you lonely?
No.
You look lonely.
Well, I have been, I guess. But not usually. I'm not.
Because all of your friends went missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you. That's remedied now? That's.
Yeah.
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 I mean, we only have a handful of the total population, but
Alright. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drill you. I'll get you food.
I'm sorry about your
Mead?
town.
Mead, and I'll take some weasel and potatoes.
I'll take the potato.
Okay.
Potato.
I'm good.
I
Thank
Anything
you.
to drink?
Potato.
Water, if you've got it.
I do. Anything to
I'll
drink
have
for
some
you,
of my
sir?
potatoes.
I'll have a mead.
Alright.
I'll have.
Anything you'd like.
She's losing.
Yes?
She's concussed.
Oh,
What did you want?
did you want something to drink?
Oh.
I'll bring you some water.
Hold the bourbon.
You guys do notice there's a bigger crowd than there
About
have
5
been.
people now.
There's five. No, there's about 15 people in here right now. That's God bless America.
I loved it, Melissa.
People are enjoying themselves in the best way that they can because hey, they're alive, while others did not have such a fortunate ending. So we're
Yeah.
beginning. Not too much time passes before your drinks are delivered, and your weasel and potatoes. But you're free to do what you'd like.
So, do the townsfolk here know that there was a bunch of blood sacrifices and a stone golem living under there? And everything?
No one knows anything about a stone golem. By now, the word has you definitely hearing like, can you believe? Has anyone seen Rebecca? Like there's definitely like
Who's Rebecca?
Rebecca probably
a
got burned.
villager.
I love how immediately you're like Rebecca.
Rebecca
First
got
thing about her.
burned.
Hasn't anyone
Becky
seen
got burned.
Rebecca?
Becky got burned.
We vaguely
Becky
remember
got
like,
burned.
Rebecca, no!
Bad news. Becky got burned.
Becky got burned.
But yeah, you guys are all just kind of hearing it. For sure, people have, whether they know or not about the extent of the blood sacrifice, people are aware that, and people had been aware, those that were up and, still going about their day the best they could, although they were scared and sort of trying to stay away. Like when you guys noticed the tobacco workers, the people they were sort of just like not knowing what to do. Many of their, higher ups have been missing. They didn't want to go missing, so they're trying to just kind of go about their day and stay away from certain buildings. So there's definitely like a lighter air in that they can live without the fear of being taken, but now there is definitely a mourning that is taking place for the people that will not return.
Sad.
Sorry, this seems to destroy my soul. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's not good.
Well, I'm going to eat my weasel and go to bed.
Head to sleep.
Okay.
It's time to sleep, I think.
River did not order food, but they are like picking a potato or two
Nice.
off of the plate of leaf.
Nice.
The
We
plate
didn't
of
need to have the dungeon music playing. Yeah, you guys are just sitting there, talking, hanging out, eating,
Smooching.
smooching and then going to bed.
and heading up to your room.
Smooching
Okay.
and then going to
How far away is the mine?
From here?
Yeah.
It's like a probably 10-15 minute walk.
I'm gonna go sneak.
Okay.
Yeah.
River's sleeping. Good night.
All right. So River, Leaf, you're
Leaf
all
is gonna cuddle right on up.
okay.
Oh, to River?
Uh-huh.
Aww.
Next
So
time.
You know,
Naked?
No. Fully clothed.
Tell me,
At this time.
what are you doing next?
Well,
not this time.
I'm gonna have more look at my eyes again. Because I'm about
Before you
to. I'm so sleepy.
All right. Yeah. I'll examine.
All right. Yeah. Do a little medicine check.
How am I looking?
Like an 8.
With advantage, you're a damn cleric. for the
12.
love of God.
17.
This too shall pass. It's not nearly as bad as old John Scratch when he fell back in Brendan.
What?
You do notice that the pupils have sort of
John Scrap!
There's a
the
Brendan legend.
circumference has
Oh, John
it
Scratch.
has
He hit his head and then
decreased.
he could see future events, and then had all kind of powers. So maybe that'll happen
Wow!
People seem to have decreased, and they look
Okay.
like almost about normal now.
to you. I will inform Nix
yeah.
that it seems
Light
to be good.
sensitivity seems to be a little less now that you're
She's
just
like
got the
getting really close to a
the
candle to see if it
yeah,
hurts
you've
her eyes.
got a little bit of the candlelight. It's a little dimmer in this room, but it appears that the dizziness kind of had her kind of walk a straight line. It seems to be a little. It's better than it was.
Okay. Do the squeak speak alphabet backwards? No.
Oh. Squeak, squack.
Perfect.
Squeak,
Perfect.
quack. Squeak, squack.
Squeak, squeak, quack.
Squeak, squack. Squeak, squack, squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squawk, squeak, squeak.
Squad is on pink.
Squeeze glass with me.
Q.
Yeah, she's like, Q. Squeak, squawk, squeak, squawk.
Elemental P.
Elemental squeeze.
Oh, duh, that was
That's
such
really
a missed
good.
opportunity.
Are you sleeping?
That's
Elemental
really
squeak.
good.
That's so good.
That's
Yeah,
good
let us
stuff.
squeak.
That was
That's
Nex's best
really
moment.
That is good stuff right there.
That was really
That's
good.
genius.
That's rich.
Brilliant.
Rich.
Rich.
Brilliant.
That's so funny.
Alright, so next are you then finding slumber?
Yes, I'm going to sleep.
I'm finding my
Lovely.
slumber.
I'm leaving a little note. I'm going down to the lines where the blood sacrifices were.
Okay. You are leaving,
Right.
you're leaving them a note?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
What does it say?
Like, if I'm not in this bed in the morning, I fell asleep by the blood sacrifice area of the mines.
Gracious. You didn't even take no naps, Tom?
I will, not yet.
In due time. Alright, heading to the mines. Are you heading to the...
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Is there a way to pull the altar back up? That's what I'm looking for.
It is back
It's
up.
back up?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys pulled the lever when you got
Okay.
back there. Mhm.
Alright, I'm going to lay on the altar table
Okay.
and I'm going to cut my hand.
Okay.
And I want to see what happens.
Alright. Is that me saying okay? God damn it. Alright.
Okay.
We need to stop making fun of most of this.
Everything
words.
I do.
No, I literally am obsessed with it. If she stopped doing that, I'd be so sad.
We all echo Lelia.
Mm-hmm.
We do. That's true. Alright, laying on this altar,
Mm-hmm.
cutting your hand,
Mm-hmm.
blood begins to pour, as you hear like this sound. This no, you don't hear that.
Like a cat with a hairball.
Terrifying.
He said, just kidding.
There's a cat vomiting.
There was a cat next to him.
You hear a sound of like gears, moving, but nothing happens.
Okay.
You don't have the right word.
Okay.
Or is it like what was in those spots is no longer there?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna sleep next to it. I'm gonna sleep
so
down
getting
there.
off
Right.
of the.
Yeah.
All right, and you do see like the blood in it, the way that it is trickling down. You see that there's like these carves, Oh my gosh, these like little river inlet style. Like there's a
That
place.
shit. Yeah.
There's a place for blood to flow.
Grooves.
And grooves, thank you.
Carved.
Carved in to the altar, the stone of the altar. It sort of is moving it down to where
Apology note.
before you would see where those basins were.
Yeah.
To this area.
Okay.
And it sort of like comes out in one stream and then sort of spreads, streams off into 4 different corners of the altar.
I'll have the etchings that River took around me, and I'll
Okay.
probably fall asleep.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna go.
All right. You're just looking at them. Would you like to investigate?
Yeah, I
them
want
see
to.
if
Do I
there's-
know any of the
Yeah,
symbols?
I think in this
Sigil
case,
symbols?
I'm gonna have you personally. 'Cause I think you're the only one that may. I'm gonna have you do a history or arcana.
That's a 4. 9.
9. You're so very tired.
I am.
You're looking at these, and as you're looking at them, they sort of.
How did I cut my own hand?
You didn't tell me.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
So I cut my leg or something. I don't know how to cut my own hand.
Oh yeah, with your only arm. That's so funny.
That's so
Not
funny.
the sharp.
It's hysterical that you only have one
It's
arm.
hilarious.
You've learned to, it's
I've adapted. All right.
yeah.
All right.
Really
Your
dexterous
other
people.
ables, all right. You're doing
Differently
just fine.
abled.
Yes. But yeah, you're looking at these things. They sort of like just become almost one image in your brain as you begin to fall asleep.
Okay.
As you all wake up in the morning, a brand new day, look around the room, and Mort is not in bed.
Good morning, all.
I'm sleeping.
Gonna notice that Mort's not there.
And you'll see that where he had slept the previous night, there is a piece of parchment.
I'm gonna go pick it up. Read it.
Leaf, if you are reading this, then you already know. I am in the mine. I have unfinished business with the altar. Love, Mortal.
Don't lock her hair.
Love one.
Okay, that's
a lock of her.
Yes.
A piece of your
Yes. XOXO.
Piece of skin.
You put on
A leg wrapping.
yeah, it was his foot wrap.
Yes,
Just
I still
by
have it
having
on.
myself.
Your perfume is not on.
Mark's so gross.
It's like imagine you like this. And like
I love Mort.
and
I know, Mort is
makeup
amazing.
all over your face.
Look like a mortician. Of course.
So I'm gonna relay the information to the group that Mort is not with us. He's no longer with us.
He's died.
He's died.
No, he's gone down to the mines. He went back down to the mines, I suppose.
Why?
There's some note he left. I
Oh,
don't know. He probably wanted to
it's
research.
got a smell to it.
Is that his lips?
I think that's his lips. It's very thin.
Very small, and they look really chapped.
Some came off.
Here, you can have the wrapping. Okay.
I
I guess we
The
should go
amount of
find
things you guys have added to this letter.
I know, that person didn't even say what it said.
He, like,
wrote down
Yeah, he rubbed it under his arm, he kissed it, he took his foot wrap on it, and then he left.
Rubbed it on the arm first and then kissed it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He said delicious. Delicious. How do
It
you
has a fingerprint, but it's the skeletal hand.
It's a skeleton of a
It's just a
fingerprint.
circle.
You just stamp it.
Love.
Love.
More technically.
I'm just like thinking of
Hugs
like
and
the
kisses.
hugs and kisses.
Well,
P.S.
I'll go down to the
Just
mines
as I
and go
suspected.
Maybe I'll go down to the mines and retrieve him.
Okay. In the
What are the
mean,
plans for the day?
I think we're supposed to figure out what to do with. I
Thing,
almost called him Ulrich.
Olgrins.
Jurglins. God, I'm still sleeping. And then
Oh, and teach the
townspeople,
how to fight.
or maybe tell Jacob to teach the townspeople how to fight.
Well, I can help out too.
And then that's it. And then tomorrow we leave.
Alright, I'm gonna go head back down. Now I know the path
Mm-hmm.
to get there.
You do. You find not Mort, but definitely it is Mort. Sleeping next to,
What a skeleton.
sort of all like curled up in the fetal position, surrounded by these etchings that River had taken. That you didn't really ever get a good look at.
Yeah, can I take a look at these before waking him up?
Sure.
And
Are you trying to not wake him up?
I'm not trying to be like sneaky, but I'm like, I haven't looked at these yet, and
Right.
I'm gonna let him sleep for a little bit.
Okay.
But just see if I recognize any of them.
All right. Give me a history or arcana.
I've been rolling kind of shitty. My history is pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good.
I got a 10.
A 10. These are interesting symbols. You've seen a sword before.
I have.
Oh, that's a weird sort of stone creature. Not like the one you saw yesterday. Oh, a crown. There's a crown on there. A crown on top of a diamond.
It's like a preschooler learning shapes.
Yeah. Nothing is familiar to you about these other than
The divine
what
path.
the divine path one is, but like what they just represent alone.
Mhm.
You know a crown, you know an eye, you know a sword, but there's nothing that's like pinging in your brain that tells you exactly what these are.
Alright. I'm going to gently touch Mort's shoulder.
Intimidation! Oh, leave! I knew you'd come.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, here you come.
I've come to retrieve you.
Okay, all right. What is the plan?
Well, we're going to execute this Erglins man, and then
We're gonna kill this man.
that's what I assume we're gonna do with him. I don't know.
I'll bring him down here.
I'm in no
Put him on the
position
altar.
to figure out what to do with him. But we're gonna do whatever we want to with Buttlewell, and then we will.
Do what we want to in Buttlewell.
Have your way with us.
Well.
And then we're going to teach the townspeople how to fight off enemies.
That sounds like a job for us.
Now gather your belongings.
Okay.
Would you like a piggyback?
Of course. Oh, leave.
And I give him a piggyback all the way back.
Okay. I want to go make it, yeah, for sure. I love
And
it.
like you just see us come out. I'm just like. I just-
One hand. Where are you guys? Are you guys still in your room, Nix and River?
Yeah,
Jen
I'm
and-
like, what happened?
And your brother is next to you.
Oh yeah, he's still there too. He really was
Mhm.
quiet.
He's been so quiet. Are you feeling all right?
What?
Are you feeling all right?
Why would I not be feeling alright?
Because yesterday you were very weird. You like smacked your head or something?
I don't remember really.
You don't remember yesterday?
No.
You guys, do you remember your conversation with me yesterday? Next.
Give me a minute.
Yeah,
Maybe by the time. Oh, I'm not there.
you're not there.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah. You.
I
Told me.
remember I told you. Well, yeah. I remember the important stuff. Like
Yeah,
the
we-
glove.
Yeah, you looked for a glove for 30 minutes in that tower.
It was full of rice.
No, there was somebody talked about something about warm rice or something, but
Well, are you gonna stay with us?
I don't know yet. But for now,
Okay. She gives him a little hug.
he kind of just like one arm hugs you. gives you a
My
pat.
real brothers.
I was just sitting in the corner like watching it like okay. Try not to like look.
Are they okay now? They're friends again?
I think
I
so.
always forget he's there.
I think they're friends again, Siv.
Oh, that's good. One time I made Zoggy upset with me.
Is Zoggy your brother?
No, Zoggy's the love of my life.
Oh, Zoggy,
That's
that's
right.
right. That's right.
I don't know what I did that made her upset, but she was sore at me for some time.
Did you give her an old apple?
What?
An old apple!
Like
10 feet apart.
Yeah. He just didn't know you were listening. No, I didn't give her an old apple. I don't know what I did.
Did you? You don't know what you did. Maybe she wants you to ask her to be her partner, and you didn't.
Did you call her ugly?
No, I would never do that.
Did you call her boring?
No, I never said nothing bad about her.
Maybe she just wants you to ask her.
Maybe. I don't know. She seemed okay last time I saw her. She wasn't sore anymore.
Oh, so the sore is gone?
What are you gonna do when you see her again?
I guess I should tell her that she looks like a sunset.
You should tell her that.
Oh my god.
Me
That's
and
what I
Mort are
think
gonna
when I
come
see
in
her.
at this time.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Mort,
back.
Mort on leaves back.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing?
You're singing. Feeling good.
Yeah.
You were
Why,
held.
what were you doing down there? Why would you go back down there?
I wanted to see how the mechanism worked a little better.
Okay.
So I laid on the altar and I cut myself to see if blood sacrifice would suffice, and it did nothing.
It didn't do a thing?
My blood's too old and anemic, I guess.
Oh, there's
Too
not enough
thin.
iron there.
Too thin, not enough iron.
Sickle cell?
Sight cell, actually. Sight cell.
Sight
Sight
cell.
cell. It's
That's
actually.
so funny.
Sickle cell anemia is actually very serious.
Sight cell. That's funny.
Well,
Good joke.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
No,
at this
Alina.
point,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alina. I'm not gonna take
Um,
credit more at all.
do we want to go and find the Prime Minister and see about these people and teaching them how to
Why-
fight and
what?
defend themselves?
What are you talking about?
But you're gonna teach the
Nix,
people
you had a
of
concussion
Sandrin.
yesterday.
Do you remember seeing your own fur on the mine rail?
I remember going into the mines and then fighting people and then
Oh, a lot happened.
oh.
But you know what? We'll catch you up on the way to the Prime Minister's office. And we do.
Alright. Catching Nick's up on all the events that took place after the fight, and then heading into the Prime Minister's, where Yergalins is usually sitting, is now empty. And you guys can just head back and give a little rap to the door. Yes, come on in. Come on in. Come in. Come on in. Enter.
Entree.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Coming in. Come in.
Coming in.
Good morning.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Okay.
She doesn't remember, but
still
I told her. No, she's not.
feeling better.
She's feeling better.
Oh, good.
She
That's
just
good
has
to hear.
temporary short-term amnesia, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm.
We
Doesn't
told her.
remember
We've
much.
caught her up to speed.
Did you sleep well?
I slept like a baby.
I felt like I maybe died for a minute.
Oh no. Are you sure that you're well?
We checked her out. She seems fine now.
Right.
Stupid.
What's happening?
I thought I heard storm or something, but I think it was the heat.
We
Is it supposed to storm?
where are these people that you want to teach us?
This is me.
Or us to teach?
I told Jacob I met last night after I dropped you all off. He was out with many of the villagers. They
Oh, he was
were
doing it already.
Oh, he's
working
doing
on
it
some
already.
things.
Excellent.
Yes.
So then we don't have to do that. We
Well, I
can.
would appreciate if maybe just a few things like your sword work, your archery,
We could take a few
whatever
hours.
it is that you two do.
My
then-
fine-tuned discipline still
I don't think they're
doesn't
going to
mind.
learn his magic in the span of a couple of hours.
Right, that's true.
I could maybe teach them dagger moves.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes.
Not much of a teacher, but I'll try.
I'm an
Well, they
excellent
are willing.
swordsman.
Jacob is quite the leader, so thank you for doing that thing.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do with the Yerglins?
That's what I wanted to discuss first this
Yes.
morning. Because we do not have currently just the sheer number of people that are needed for my guard and for the prison. I don't know if we find someone to
Cart him away.
run. Do what?
Cart him away.
Or to where? Where would we call him to?
A prison.
Um,
A different prison.
well, there's a prison here.
I know, but there's no guards.
Well, maybe we could find maybe some people, but I do believe that he should be dealt with in a judicial manner.
Yes.
So,
That's a little outside of my
what
purview.
what do we do? Bring him with us to Brinlin?
That
No.
isn't.
I don't like that guy very much.
Well, he'll be bound, and you know.
We can put him in maybe a prison cart.
I just think he probably holds knowledge that I don't know that if I got out of him, I'd even know what to do with.
Oh, I can get some knowledge out of him.
Yeah.
I think that one of us has something that can get knowledge out of people,
Oh yeah.
and then maybe you can ship him somewhere. It doesn't have to be Brinlin. It could be Freemore.
I forgot that he might know something.
Let me.
He
see.
clearly worked with somebody. There was.
Rannickburn. I don't know.
Is Brinlin known for their?
No. I mean, they have a good prison system. We were in it for a second.
Well, we were.
There's no
Well, but
mandatory
it-
minimums.
Because you're murderers.
Everyone gets habeas corpus in Brinlin. It's a good legal system.
We
So
were, yeah, it
Perhaps
wasn't
we'll
because
bring
we're
him
bad
with us
people.
there.
And I don't have that one prepared, but for tomorrow I can.
As we're traveling,
Yes.
good idea.
And then, well, we can even get more out of them in Brinlin.
Well, I will arrange for you a cart.
We have horses.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you didn't, I could provide some, but I do have the old prison cart.
Yes.
We can make sure that he's well taken care of.
Yes. These
What-
horses are rented. So you have
What
to-
I need to be sure of before you all go is that we are just in a place where clearly their sights were laid upon Sandrin as some sort of new colony.
Hmm.
How do we make sure that they don't come back?
Should we send word to send reinforcements? I mean, that's the only thing
Were they trying to feed the golem?
I don't think so.
Did they know? They knew the golem was there.
I don't know. This is stuff we don't know the answer to. And I don't. If anything, I don't think it's for that.
Where is this Erglins now?
Jurglins? Jurglins is in the prison. He's in one of the cells.
I would like to go and speak with him
Okay.
Mr.
after this
Gurgle.
conversation.
Alright.
What I think we should do is, unfortunately, because you're, out of wizards, perhaps send word the long way, and perhaps people can send reinforcements down here.
Alright.
Unfortunately, both of my sending stones, neither of them go to.
I worry about the roads currently.
Why?
Just the traveling, it seems to be
It
dangerous.
is.
If it helps, everything's dangerous right now. We know the enemy to teleport.
Mm-hmm.
We know the enemy to crawl through the mines in the underground.
Mm-hmm. We know the enemy to be not very nice.
Yes.
It's very
And that's the worst of them all, isn't it?
Yes. Kindness is key.
It seems that there's really no way to protect yourself on the road, in a town that's guarded. The best way to do anything is to have backup and be prepared.
Alright. I can send my pigeon.
You have a pigeon?
He only travels in, within a shorter amount of distance, but I could
What's
send
his
something
name?
to Culver's Cove. Pete.
Oh.
Pete the pigeon.
Pete.
So
I love it.
I think that's a good idea. Send to Culver's Cove, see if they can spare anybody to send backup,
I will
Here.
send Pete.
and we'll help you prepare your townsfolk. And we'll take Jurglins with us to Brinlin and get as much information out of him as we can with the Zone of Truth, was that called?
I will prepare that for tomorrow and see what we can
Um,
And they have
do. Is there a
those,
prisoner we can that? It was the Mercedes Rex that we could dress him up as, even make it even more.
Ooh.
Yeah, what do you think?
Questions are good questions.
Yeah, we'll just think about that.
and as far as the glove goes, I don't know what we can do. We can look,
Alright, thank
Mm.
and
you.
if we hear anything, we'll send word.
I appreciate that.
I would not go down into the depths to see the golem.
Oh, I was not planning to. Yeah, I was.
What,
Keep that
what are you
close.
talking about? Wait a minute.
And
Hold on.
honestly, maybe perhaps
No, we got you caught up on.
we
on
got,
the
yeah
golem.
we talked about it all the way here.
I forgot again.
Oh well, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it again later.
Just remember this.
Maybe find a way to block off the mine so that nobody else can come in
I think
or
we
out.
can do that. We'll just. What I was talking with Jacob was about just closing down the fields for now, getting everyone. This is prime harvest time, but we will do what we need to do to get everyone safe. So I appreciate you all.
All right. Are you going to talk to Jurglins? Because I'm going to go down to the people and start training them, I guess.
Yes, I would like to go and speak with them.
All right. What are you two doing?
I'm starting with the training.
Okay.
Listen up, maggots! Through this
Actually-
exercise.
I'll go with you.
You listen here, you swine.
You're going.
That's right.
Shoot him-
That's
bow and
right.
arrow.
Archery.
You shoot one in the knee.
I want to talk about one battle tactic that you probably haven't thought of. Pretend to be dead.
Kindness.
Kill him with kindness.
Oh no. All right, you guys heading to across the street to the
We're the
outlet,
worst
and,
at doing this.
there is a young man who is working there that clearly looks like he's a farmer, but he's out. Hello.
Hello, I'd like to speak with Jurglins.
Yes, I figured you'd be over. Prime Minister said as much. Head back. Be careful.
No, I'm not afraid of this man.
I'm not either.
River's entail.
I will go up to the cell and look at him.
You see this, who was sort of this, well-dressed, but a nuisance to you in the past, now is sort of like this, almost like starker features, pointier, features to him, as he's sort of shrouded out, sitting on the floor with his knees up, looking angry.
Hello, Butterwell. Immediately out the gate.
What do you want?
What do you know?
I'm not telling you a damn thing.
Let's try that again. What do you know? And I'm going to... Ooh. Let me see something. I don't want to pull that, but I am going to. I'm gonna pull out my dagger. This is intimidation. And I'm going to make my eyes go completely black.
Alright. Roll a intimidation. Check around.
15.
15. He definitely looks unsettled by you. Do you think anything you could do to me could be worse than what they do?
No.
Could spare you a few days.
You want us on your side.
You could protect me from them.
We've protected plenty from them. So. Who are you working for, Violet?
I know him.
Yukara.
Heard of her.
Esme.
The name's familiar.
I think we should just let Mort work him over tomorrow.
Have his way with him.
Have his way with him.
We'll let Mort have his way with you.
And he's like,
It's romantic music.
he's like, what's Mark gonna do to me?
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
What's Mark gonna do? We're giving people the business down, like,
The
away.
business.
Like,
Wrong! You're wrong!
He definitely he looks
Stupid
he looks scared, but hard, and you know.
How far away
He's
from
scared,
the
but
bar?
he's hard.
No.
He's like, what's Mark gonna do to me? What's Mark gonna do?
oh no! I walk in, I see that.
Actually, yeah, I think
Sorry,
we should
right
just leave him to the zone of truth.
Yeah, he's not gonna tell us anything.
No, and when he does tell us anything, is it going to even be the truth?
No.
We can get the actual truth from him tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll pull it out of him.
Give him a nice tug.
That's not even what I meant.
So mad.
Port's coming.
You
in
sure,
one
though?
hand, ready to use.
It could be easy.
I could bring in warm. Or I could
Mark
bring
can
in
do a lot
cold.
with that
Got
skeleton.
one hand. Focus.
What are you gonna do with? What are you doing with me? What's to come up? To become a
What's
plan?
gonna come?
I mean, I'm just saying you can willingly give us answers, or we can make you give us answers. So it's up to you. Either way, you're gonna give us answers.
Maybe.
No, you will.
Maybe.
Bye.
Do they hear us screaming, like yelling at the?
Yeah, you guys are exit the oubliette. You guys are like, you see these sort of like little makeshift like circles with hay and straw, and you see some like targets that are laid out and are set up, and yeah, you hear more. Listen here, maggots.
Oh, wrong. Wrong. No, do it again.
What is what
You're a
You're
failure.
teaching them how to whip.
I'm trying. Like, I'm just like testing their decision making. What would you have done?
I don't know.
Well, congratulations. You could say hi to Upsilus for me. Cause you're dead.
I'm
Wrong
on,
decision.
I'm on one of their shoulders as they're trying to
Go
shoot.
Here you go.
And I'm like, are you gonna do it wrong again? Again?
You're doing right.
So we went over
my
step
God.
one. Feign
Where's
death.
Jacob in this
Pretend to be
movie?
dead.
Jacob's over. Like he's doing some sword fighting with some people. You do see him occasionally like looking over like.
Your mom was right. You are a sissy boy.
Oh God! That's
Lesson,
a very offensive thing to call somebody.
lesson 2:
Power
hurt
is
their
corrupted
feelings.
over here.
Lesson 2 is hurt their feelings.
Okay, hold on. You guys.
Oh.
I know I'm a rude person. This is incredibly rude.
Oh, listen, guys. River can teach you lesson 3. If you can't stop them by hurting their feelings, you make them laugh so hard they fall to the ground.
Oh yeah,
I can't teach you that, but does anybody have daggers?
Oh, I do.
Good luck with that.
Come here.
Dead.
Dead.
What's
I
your
haven't even tried yet.
What's your name?
Arabelle?
Arabelle. Okay.
Bad
And
name.
I'm gonna take
Dead. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna take Arabelle over
we walk
to
away and we're like
a
drinking water,
different
like we've been like
area.
working.
All right.
and teach her how to use daggers.
Lovely.
No, we get so
Um,
attached to them when we're teaching.
Stiv
really
sort of like comes up to you two and is like,
it's hard to be hard on them, but it has to happen.
friends,
Yes, Steph?
can I talk to you about something, please?
Yeah.
You're both very kind. You're very kind, but you're not being very kind today. And I noticed, Nix, that you're so lovely, and today you're being really mean.
Well, sometimes the only way to teach is to hurt.
That's not true.
My mother always said it's easier to catch bees with honey instead of vinegar.
Well, I like vinegar.
And we ain't
Remember,
catching
nobody
these.
caught any bees. They are an endangered species. You hear River just go across them.
Oh, yeah,
It's just a
River's
total
really-
mess at this point.
River's really into bees.
Well, do you
I do remember.
Yes, Steve.
why are you talking like that?
Like angry?
Yes.
Oh, because
But you're scaring them.
it's kind of scary times,
I
and
know,
this is
but-
life or
but
death.
Maybe you could just teach them in a way that's
Okay,
more effective.
let me teach a group of something.
I can throw apples,
Good.
and you guys can throw. And
So
teach
I got
them
an
to hit
idea.
the
Here's,
apples.
I need a volunteer.
Yeah, we've been told that perhaps our teaching methods are not optimal for this group of people. We apologize, and we will move forward with a different mindset. Thank you.
I
Very
just,
good.
I just want to
They all
say,
seem to be like, "Whew."
I just want to say that the words stated earlier do not represent me or the tellers. I apologize, but I do want to show you one thing I learned.
And then I'm gonna take a volunteer. I say,
Steve, throw the apple up in the air.
and then
And then, if you are outgunned, you do this.
I'm gonna drop to a knee and just punch him right.
Steve?
That's Steve, the volunteer.
Okay.
This is what you do.
Oh!
See, you distract. You distract. You drop and you punch.
Effective.
Steve, please throw another apple. Wait! You. She points at someone.
Okay.
Probably the one she was screaming in their face before.
Okay.
Come here. And
You're scared.
and pull out your bow and an arrow. Okay, Stiff.
Yes.
On my count,
Okay.
you throw the apple,
All right.
and you, sir, hit.
Yeah.
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 Swedish.
Y'all.
Oh, I get it.
You hit it with your arrow.
Okay.
Okay?
I can try.
And if you don't do it right, what did I say earlier?
Cry.
Try again.
Cry again. What?
Oh, you heard me wrong. I said try.
Try again. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready.
3,
I must have.
2, 2.5, 1.
Okay, pulls it out. Kind of nicks like a little piece of it.
He
off.
nixes it.
Doesn't get it right, not a
Aw.
bullseye, but he does hit it a little bit.
Oh.
And she looks up at him with like a straight face. I'm assuming he's like,
He's a towering man.
and she's like, not bad. Not bad, soldier.
I'll keep trying.
She walks away.
Lovely.
Oh my goodness. River
You
has
guys-
Arabelle, right? Her was
Yeah,
her
give
name?
Arabelle.
Very good. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you hide and you jump out at somebody, you can get kind of like a sneak attack sort of deal, which can hurt them worse because they don't see you coming.
Right for the jugular.
Yes, exactly. That's my favorite place. Right in the neck,
Yeah.
in the temple, good place to stab.
Oh,
Down the spine, and then you pull it.
Whoa.
really?
All right.
Really? Being a little
I
bit
can do that.
harsh.
Yeah.
River's like, I stab them in the brain.
Yeah, but like being so kind. But like
I'm still going over like the
sometimes
details
if
of
you
this
if
punch
you're
with, like,
if
four
they're
feet.
looking really bad, you can take it, put it through their eye.
Right in the eyeball.
I've gone up, anywhere.
Through here.
Yeah, right through there.
How do you hold your dagger? Because I have a small dagger that I had fashioned some time ago, but
You fashioned it.
I did. Yeah.
Hang on a second. River reaches into the bag and pulls out the two, just not like they're just the normal daggers,
Mhm.
but they're pretty nice.
Yeah.
Heh,
Oh, thanks.
you're welcome. This.
Oh my God! So it's got a thing here, so my hand won't.
Yeah.
I kept cutting my hand on the blade when I
Oh.
would use
Yeah, no, that's
dagger.
it's
The
good
hilt.
because it's got a hilt.
Hilt. I didn't know what it was called.
But use
Okay.
that. You can use
I
that.
absolutely will. And that's how you hold it, and then you won't.
Yeah, you hold it and you won't. It won't hurt you. It won't cut you.
Do you tend to go like downward, or do you go up?
Let me teach you a trick.
Okay.
The River takes the dagger and like flips it through their hand and then flips it the other way
Nice.
and like shows it like spinning each side.
It takes her some time, but she does eventually. And are you working on the sword areas with the
Oh
children
yeah,
with Jacob?
I am an expert at the sword, but I am a terrible teacher.
Okay.
So I just expect them to know.
Yeah,
what
you're
the-
flourishing. You're, like you're doing. Now do it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And so Jacob then is sort of breaking down
Mhm.
each movement. So you guys spend the good into the afternoon, into the morning, the early evening, teaching everybody everything that they need to know. Do you guys want to sleep here for the evening and then leave the following
Yeah.
morning?
Can I use all my spell slots to show off what spells look like for
Yes.
these people? Okay.
Absolutely,
Like
and even
with
showing them
certain
ways to
spells
flurry
or-
them
yeah.
or to what they would do.
Hey,
in a
come
sort
here. You want to feel what kind of cold feels like? No, not that.
of 68.
Yeah.
Um,
mad at power.
Lovely. Okay, so you guys doing all that stuff, eating, whatever. Let's just say that you guys unless there's anything in particular you guys want to do with the rest of this day. You guys will get a good sleep, wake up the next morning, and the Prime Minister meets you to see you off. We've got Jurglins readied, and we have the cart prepared. Is there anything else I can get for you, do for you?
No. Did you send Pete?
I did.
Okay, good. That's it. We'll be on our way.
Are you able to stop by again, maybe on your way back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we can deal with that golem then.
I am glad to have met you all. Thank you.
I'm sorry
It
I
was
forgot
nice
most of our
meeting you, too.
conversation.
It's okay. I hope that you're feeling better.
I am.
Okay, then.
Soldier.
Hold strong.
We will do our very best. I appreciate the time that you took,
Of course.
and we will defend our city as best as we can.
I have faith.
Thank you. And you guys see as he sort of like brushes his long hair, his long bushy, like raven black hair. Be careful. Thank you. He sets you guys off
Ooh.
on your road.
As we're traveling, I'm going to take out the sending stone that was needles. As we're on the road for a little while, I'm going to say, it's River again. Why did Needle and Alice sell this to you? Is there any information you can give me?
All right. After you guys traveling for a little bit of time, you hear back. they needed some supplies, and I obliged, but they didn't have much of note on them, so they said they would give me this if I promised to speak to you. And that's all you hear.
Okay. So I don't think she has any information. I am going to look at the stone that is Wyleth, and I'm going to touch it, and then I'm gonna drop it back in the bag.
Okay.
As we travel. I think about it for a minute, but I put it back.
I don't think Zone of Truth works the way we think it does, huh? They could still not
They don't have to
answer.
They don't
can
have to
stay
answer.
silent.
They can stay silent. They can't lie,
Right.
but they're not forced to talk
Oh,
to
okay,
you.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can try it.
Yeah, we'll
you
try
can
it.
try it, and oftentimes the way that you go about it, will help or not help you in that scenario. All right, so as you guys are traveling, it is like a 2.5 day journey. As you guys are making your way, you will have to camp out a few times, twice. Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that during the travel that I can sit and think about when I was looking at the golem and his helm? Is there any way that I can try to visualize it so that I can kind of maybe?
It's just as you drew.
Right. Maybe understand a little bit more if it's if I thought it was magical or something.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can sit with it. Give it a little sitting. Anybody else want to do anything on the journey? Because there are you guys have your horses. There's a cart. There's a seat at the front of that carriage. If anyone, you guys could take turns, sort of relaxing.
We have 3 horses, correct?
We have 3 horses.
That's
yeah.
right, and they were doubled up. Okay.
So there's now 2 on the cart. And then you'd have the one just riding alongside the cart, the carriage.
I will ride the horse the entire time.
Can I tune the staff and start binding my skeletal arm to it?
Absolutely. In fact, when you begin attuning to it, you're sort of holding your focus, your skeleton hand focus, next to this dancing orb, sort of a bluish green flame in it. And as you're sitting there, just as you sort of spend this hour with it, your focus just binds with the staff as your skeletal hand closes around the orb.
Oh, that's cool.
Holding. Yeah.
River's silently relieved as they watch this happen that they'll never be touched with the skeletal hand again.
It's kind of sad.
I can't
But
just.
You can't pose.
Well, it's always, and now it has a dramatic orb.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. At certain times that will flame up, and at other times that flame will ignite or will descend or wilt.
So it turns out, folks, we can ask once a day for some future advice. And the staff will let us know if it's woeful or willful, good or bad.
Oh, like a magic 8-ball.
A what?
A what?
Have you ever heard of a magic 8-ball?
Of
real
cocaine?
Okay.
Cocaine?
Like a hard drug?
Cocaine? I've never tried cocaine. Is
There's
it?
no such thing. That's different name.
Is it like Fey dust?
It's exactly like Fey dust. Yes.
Well, it's when you mix it with a different kind of Fey dust.
I did not enjoy the Fey dust.
Uppers and downers together can really.
So I was thinking we have one question a day we can ask.
Dare.
We should see if we're gonna make it to the Mercedes Rex convention on time.
That's a good idea.
That's the best question you
No,
could
I think that we
No,
will.
I'm kidding.
I think that we will.
So wait,
Here's my question, not for the
You
staff,
have a day.
for everybody.
Well, tomorrow we could do a different one.
Should we make sure? Should we? Do you think that this tome is being tracked?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we maybe?
Let's put it this way. I can track the book with spells I have, so I'm guessing they can track the book with
I
spells
see.
they have.
Within 1,000 feet at least.
Is there any way that we can block that?
I don't have anything that can. But maybe
in Brinman though.
maybe they will in Brinman have something.
Or maybe we can find out some information at the library.
That library is quite large. Perhaps we could.
About maybe protection.
About the protecting of the and even the scripts that have nothing on them. In case.
Well, I think there's more than nothing.
Oh, there might be something on. But what if we can protect the book in the same way?
That's what I'm
Make
wondering.
it invisible.
That's what I think. Oh my goodness!
Make the text gone.
When we're like when we camp, do we know what the moon cycle is going to be, or like when the night comes? Is there like is it a like is it light? Is the moon out?
The moon right now is, as you guys are nearing nighttime, it appears to be pretty bright. It's not full, but it does appear to be bright in the sky. It has been the last few days.
River takes out the paper and holds it up.
Okay,
Anything? It's just still blank.
you're looking up at it. Wait some time. It is still blank.
The bust.
I'm going to without giving it away, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth, like walking next to him, like so it's in the zone, but I'm not like giving it away that I'm actually doing that too.
Okay.
Ooh.
Abracadabra, say don't speak a lie. All right, that's the magical words.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna
You whispering it. You're like,
I'm gonna go in and go, Yarglins.
He's in the back of the carriage with these like barred.
Okay, I guess I'm just like looking at
Yeah, you
that.
could totally be looking at.
Yarglins.
You could even be like sitting on because who's got Stiv? You've got
me.
Stiv.
I've
Yeah.
got Stiv on this horse with me.
And then
This
is
is me.
okay.
These scripts right here, are they blank? Is there a special code in these? Do you know this?
I have no idea.
And he has to tell the truth, so he knows the truth. Okay.
So you said you River's like walking alongside. You said you know Wyleth.
I'm tired.
I've spoken with him, yes.
And Yukara, have you spoken with her too?
And you can see now he's sort of like I don't know. He's like trying to say things that are not like being.
You know, what's your favorite color? Is green. What's your favorite color?
Well, that is pink.
The
What did you ask him?
Just because you got nice
so
jugs.
my favorite color is green. What's your
Because you got
favorite
nice
color?
jugs. I mean,
Your boobs are huge. I mean,
What are you talking about?
liar, liar.
Why does it matter what my favorite color is?
Uh-huh.
Well, would you like what? Oh my goodness! I've had a concussion apparently. So, what's your favorite memory?
What is wrong with you?
Is Esme a vampire?
If you know her, then you know the answer.
So yes.
Yes.
I knew it.
And what?
In the blood sacrifices.
Yeah. What about these sacrifices? What
I
are they all
honestly
about?
don't know.
So what was your part in all of this?
I let them in.
What
And
did
what
they
did they
offer
promise you?
you?
Wow. On the same line.
I was threatened, and then I was offered a little bit of, I don't want to answer your questions.
Was the money?
I think it might have been money.
If you stay silent, I'm gonna assume it's money.
Yeah, if you don't say a word, I think it's probably money.
That's my guess.
Or a place.
Because he's like he doesn't, like he can't even think of like what he can say that's gonna, you know.
Okay.
I didn't want anything bad to happen to anyone.
Well, a
No,
lot
but-
of people died.
Yeah.
That happens. I didn't want it to happen.
You let them go into a cage and then
Who?
die?
Approached you about this. Wyleth.
A cloaked individual.
What did they look like?
Did you know them?
I did not know them. But I know that name.
What's the name?
The Violet.
The W name.
So what did the person look like?
He was cloaked.
You didn't
I
see
spoke with
person.
him
Oh.
about 3 weeks ago.
Who put the Prime Minister under the binding spell?
One of the archmages. I just kept him busy.
And do you
What
know
happened to the glove?
where the glove is?
They were utilized.
Are they alive?
It was a little too happy music.
They were utilized.
I don't think so. But I don't know.
Okay.
Do you feel regret?
Yes.
Well, you're going to prison. Which is not good for you, but probably very good for you because it's well protected and they won't get you. But that's where you'll be. Probably forever.
That's what happens when you do bad things. It's not like Forrest Gump.
Should we, like, maybe find a place to camp at this point?
I thought that's what we were
Yeah,
doing.
it's definitely.
Time.
The moon is high.
Can I do a sky check?
Sky check.
Sky check.
Cannonballs.
Nix, do you want to try and find a place for us to camp? You're really good at that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival.
Survival.
Or nature.
Your hands. That wasn't even your hands.
You know there's a stone golem underneath all that.
Ooh.
I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
Survival or nature? 5 plus 5 is 17.
17, yes. You're able to find a nice enough off the beaten path. You guys have sort of been taking off the beaten path just ever so slightly, but staying close enough to the road that it's easy on the horses and that you can see what's ahead. But you're able to find a nice flat area where you can get the horses and the carriage in, and find a nice little enclave of trees that can give you some shade. There's not a lot. It's not like very thick or dense, but it's enough that you'd at least, you guys can move off about 50, 60 feet from the roads.
I'll take first watch.
I'd like to stay up, too.
Okay.
I take a nap.
Nappy time.
Nappy
Okay.
time.
Stiv and Ben are ready for bed. Mortimer.
I'll nap unless we need some spotting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys staying awake, both of
Staying
you.
awake.
Staying awake. Staying awake. All right, give me a perception check.
Not me.
That's a natural 19 plus 11. That's
Lovely.
28.
Yeah, nice.
It's 31.
31.
31.
30.
30.
30.
It's 30.
30.
Yeah,
It's 30.
yeah 19, 11.
You see, I can't do math.
Looking around the room, last you listening, looking off. It doesn't seem to be like there's any major issues coming your way. It's actually weirdly, oddly quiet, as far as like nature sounds go and things of that. And honestly, like some of the skirmishes that have been happening on the trails. You don't
Yeah.
really. There's nothing really happening here.
Nice.
Yeah, you're scavenging.
Okay. So I just sit and that's it. I'm just sitting.
It's a bit cold.
It's a little chilly. Are you cold?
Are they still in the zone of truth?
How long does that
I don't think it lasts that long.
How long does it last? So it's 10 minutes?
I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone.
Thank God.
Yeah, you guys technically get to make saving throws against that.
Yeah.
Are you cold?
Well, I'm not cold, but I can tell that it's cold. Are you cold?
I'm a bit cold.
I've got a layer of clothing that I can here, you can.
Are you suggesting you take off your clothes?
No, I've got like a cloak that I here.
You're not gonna wrap it.
Oh, thank you.
How's that?
Feels better.
Does it smell?
Like you?
Is that a bad thing? Okay. Good.
Okay.
I'm glad that you're warm now.
Yes, I'm warm now. Are you? How do you feel? Thank you for answering my question earlier. By the way, yesterday.
How long have you known?
A while.
Okay.
I mean, I had an inkling.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
And what happens when you
Deal with it when it comes along.
Okay.
Try not to think about it.
Was I here for this? I'm missing something.
You guys were fucking around when this happened.
Okay. Well, we're in character, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Should we wake the others?
I suppose.
Have we had a full
Are you
watch?
guys staying for the whole
8 hours? Yeah.
Yeah. all
Or
right.
not 8 hours, but
Yeah, like the whole watch.
oh, well, I think we'll take
Okay.
shifts so that we can sleep some. I mean, I'm fine though. But would I take a point of exhaustion?
Yes. Yeah. You
I'm
still
going.
Need to sleep.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to wake them up for their watch.
Who are you waking up then? Both of them or one of them or?
Mort.
Oh yeah,
Multiple.
it's like 3 shifts that we have to take,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So because you guys both stayed up,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of making those two. Take that unless you trust
Still.
Vin or Stiv.
I don't. I mean, not. I trust Steve, but I don't know if he's that perceptive.
I'm gonna sleep talk.
He'll go and
Just
light up some.
suspected. Yeah, sleep talk.
We'll wait.
No.
All right, waking Mort up.
Mort.
Yeah, good lord. Oh, was it morning?
No.
No, it's still night.
Good work. Can take
Do
a
we
watch.
still have a prisoner?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did he take watch?
No.
He's not going
No,
to.
he's not gonna take. Okay. Oh, no, I'll take.
It's your turn.
I'll take watch.
All right. You guys take your watch. Nothing happens throughout this night, so you guys are able to wake up in the morning. You wake Nyx up. She takes her watch. All is well.
All is well.
But you guys wake up and are headed on the road to Brinlin another day, another night. And fast forwarding through those, as nothing of any major event takes place in that time. Until on the third morning, you awake, you travel until you can see the walls. The mistiness begins before you even see the walls, and then into the land of Brinlin. And that is where we end our episode tonight.
Are we
In
gonna
2
have the
weeks.
Mercedes Rex convention next
2
time we play?
weeks.
I don't know. We have some time,
Couple of days.
a couple of days beforehand. But yeah, we could go into the. Let's just plan for the Mercedes Rex convention.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. They're preparing when we get
They're
there.
preparing. They are preparing.
It's
Prepared.
gonna
We
take
are
a
off
long
next
time
week,
to find a
everyone.
hotel.
Yes.
But we'll be back on the 21st.
Back on the 21st for the Mercedes Rex.
21st.
Mercedes
You don't wanna
Rex.
miss
Hear ye,
that.
Hear ye.
If you are
The
in
greatest
town,
detective in all of Tellisto.
stop by tomorrow and get a 5-sided die sticker at
Ash
the
and
Youngstown
Relics,
Fleet.
Youngstown Flea. Check it out.
Formally
All
invited.
Lovely.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.